What is up, dudes? Welcome back to another episode of Tall Can Tuesday. That's right. So if it's your first time here, welcome. I'm kpopRC. Man, yeah, we do a live stream every Tuesday. We usually drink a whole bunch of beers. It's been 2 weeks, though, unfortunately, because, man, I got the RONA. Boys, I got the RONA, and I'm still feeling pretty shit, to be straight up honest about it. Don't get it. Just don't. If you can avoid it, don't do it. Just don't do it. It's just like, I mean, you might miss some work or whatever, but you might also be dead. So it's just been rough. It's been rough. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I think we got good audio. What is up, dudes? We got Nash is here for a little bit. I know. Scott Diesel, what is up? Double Clutch, what is up? Rick, man, what's up, buddy? Jack of all hobbies, that's a new name. What is up, man? Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Ryan Melon. What's up, buddy? Hell yeah, for sure. Miniature Speed Shop. What is up, buddy? DJ Apothecary. What's up, man? Hope you're having a good freaking Tuesday. Aldrez, man. What is up? I'm sorry you haven't been around because it's been a bad timing, unfortunately, with your life stuff and of course my terrible RONA. What's up, Rudy? What's up, Rizzy, man? Hope you're having a freaking good Tuesday. Let's see here. Cheers to beers, he's saying. Let's see here. TJ's saying, what's up? And the K-pop crew, what's up? Let's see here. Oh, Landon, man, what is up, buddy? Hope you're having a wicked Tuesday. We got a lot of stuff to cover, man. I got a huge list of stuff. Of course, you know, when we don't do Tall Can Tuesday, stuff happens, man. The world keeps moving. The world keeps turning, and we keep getting cool inspiration from freaking motorsports, which is pretty huge, man. Lots of stuff happened in the like motorsports world in the last 4 or 5 months that is just pretty incredible. So we're gonna go through that on a new segment called "What the Hell? What the Fuck? What the Hell? What the hell's that?" Because like straight up, man, there's been lots of what the hells, and I don't know if it's because all of the major auto manufacturing companies have now stopped doing R&D on internal combustion engines. I'm assuming that's what's happening. So there's a lot of like private money that's making some really, really sick, really, really cool race cars, prototypes, racing from Pikes Peak. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's been crazy. So we're going to go through 3 builds, 3 awesome builds that I just think should be talked about on Tall Can Tuesday. Yeah. What else are we doing here? Yeah, we got an RS200 update. You can see it there on the table. Got a lot of progress on the RS200 build. So if you guys want, let me see, I got to follow the whole ticker thing. If you guys want to be entered in to win one of these fully custom kpopRC builds, it's $10 to enter the raffle. You can super chat me in the 10 bones, and you can pick a number scrolling on the bottom there, and I will add you to the list. I'm kind of working super hard on it to get it where I want it to be, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in the episode. So yeah, and of course, I did kind of whip out the neighbor because we are starting to get back into making this a thing and making it work. So maybe later we'll plug in a battery and we'll see the active suspension working. This thing has the Super Scale 2020 active suspension kit. It is something that fakes like extra inertia, basically. And yeah, and that's that's super freaking cool. So yes, and everyone's telling me to drink beers. All right, so dudes, unfortunately, I'm still rough. All right, like I'm still feeling like you can kind of see the green in my skin. You can see I'm a little shiny. If you could touch my hand, it would be clammy. Lick your palms. That's how you get out of school, man. Just lick your palms. Yeah. I got one of these, but it's just one. All right. It wouldn't be Tall Can Tuesday without a beer, but I don't think I can manage getting tipsy just because I'm just going to feel like ass tomorrow. So I'm drinking. Nash is like, drink up a buttercup. All right, man. I should stop complaining. I'll drink some beers. Delicious Polish beer. It's freaking fantastic. All right, let's get to the first thing. There's 23 of you guys watching. Hope you guys are having a good Tuesday. If you guys could thumbs up that video, that would be super helpful. K9 man, what is up, buddy? Hope you're having a good freaking Tuesday. Corona light, yeah, for sure. Goodwood, man, was insane. There are 2 cars that we're going to be talking today from Goodwood that are just like insane. And I thought it would be kind of cool, man. We did drink 15 on Saturday each, Nash, and maybe that was a bad idea. I'm still feeling it. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's why I still have flu symptoms today. I don't know. This is like day 10, man. I got it on my calendar. I'm like writing down. Oh, delicious beer. All right, so let's do this. Let's go. Let's do what the hell. Yes, what the hell? That's right. What the freaking hell? All right, so I figured, maybe it's a good idea to start with Travis Pastrana's 860 horsepower Subaru wagon. It is a Subaru GL wagon. Of course, this is like an old school wagon. I'm a little bit pissed about how little just sort of like build information they have about this. Subaru is very hush-hush about the Boxster engine in this particular car, other than it makes 860 horsepower on a flat turbocharged engine. It's got sequential, I think 6-speed sequential gearbox. It is 4-wheel drive, so all 4 wheels. This is on a fully tubed chassis. Couldn't find just the chassis, couldn't find the build, couldn't find it in carbon fiber. I know that body is 100% made of carbon fiber. It is a beast, and there are a couple of features that I think you guys are just gonna I did. I thought to myself, this is crazy. All right, so maybe between there and there, maybe you can kind of see what I'm talking about, maybe a little bit. Like, what is that? What is that? Anyway, let's keep moving. We're not going to talk about it too much. This is sick too. I kind of feel like it has that 80s vibe, that like 80s, like Nissan, like it's going to tell me a door's, some like woman's voice is going to tell me the door's ajar. It's not a jar, it's a door. Delicious beer. Anyway, I thought that was cool too. I'm looking for all the photos I can of like basically what this thing is built and how it's built. And this is like the only shot I could find of like the innards, like the interior innards of this freaking thing. But it does look just like a regular EJ 2.5 liter. Maybe it's a 2 liter. I don't know. No one's going to tell me the displacement. But like, yeah, that just looks like a STI engine. It also looks kind of like maybe it's got a mechanical fuel pump. Probably would need it if it's got 860 freaking horsepower. That's freaking crazy. You can see all the carbon tubs. Like all this is just custom, and it just looks freaking delicious. And of course, 80s Subaru wagon. I'm gonna be all over that shit. Let's see here. Like Knight Rider, Rudy's saying super pursuit mode. Yeah, you guys all know because like you guys are into freaking car culture probably even more than I am, which is pretty freaking crazy. Yeah. Oh, cool. The Irish channel Drift Games had a little coverage of it when they were like, cool, man. Yeah, of course. Moto GP riders. Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna keep kind of looking at like what this thing is, and of course I'm going to try to play a little bit of just to kind of show it off. I did flip it. It is backwards. Hopefully we don't get freaking tagged for copyright infringement, even though this is technically fair dealing. We are talking about this and we're using this piece of media to explain to everybody why it's cool. So come on, that's fair dealing if I ever heard of it. If I ever heard of fair dealing. Anyway, this thing is nuts. It sounds freaking mean, but the active aero is probably the coolest part of this whole thing. Let's see when it actually starts to brake. You can kind of see these like flaps come up. There they are. Pretty nuts, man. He goes on the brakes and everything. These little flaps pop up, and I thought it was kind of the coolest thing ever. I mean, was a Pagana? Oh man, I don't know. Lots of cars are doing, lots of supercars are kind of doing these kinds of active aero, but it's not on an 80s Subaru 4-wheel drive Subaru wagon. You know what I mean? And I think this kind of comes back to just sort of like what's happening in motorsports and how little money is left in innovating combustion engines and gasoline engines. It does really seem like this is going into private hands, and maybe that's kind of a good thing. You know, maybe it's a good thing that we've got these like passionate billionaires who can invest a lot of money into sort of keeping this kind of, you know, motorsports alive, which is probably what's going to have to happen, because I don't think it's financially feasible for most of these companies to be making combustion, just like advances in combustion engines. You know what I mean? Where can I test drive this car? I don't know, man. Nowhere. I can't even find pictures of what it looks like without its clothes on. You know what I mean? I don't know. But it looks crazy, man, right, Ryan? Like, dude, nuts. Like, and it's just nuts. It's just nuts. Like, when I saw this, man, mouth to the floor, and then I started to think, man, like, how can I modify the active suspension kit that I have on the Cletus neighbor build, and how can I make that, you know, translate to 4 little servos and actually make this car into RC? That would be kind of cool. It would be really cool to sort of to do that. And I kind of feel like the gyro on the Super Scale 2020 kit, which should be able to do that kind of thing. I mean, whether that's translatable through, you know, the code that's written, you know, on how it reacts, I'm sure I could ask Super Scale 2020 to kind of fiddle with it. So that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. Dang, that act. I know, right? Dude, I'm telling you, look at it. It's the coolest thing ever. It's the coolest thing ever. If you guys want to watch this video in full in like HD, I did leave the link in the description. All of the videos that I'm going to be showing here, I'm going to be leaving a link in the description. This video was produced by 92. So you guys can go check out his stuff. He followed that whole day, so he's got video of everything happened at Goodwood that weekend. Super cool. I'm drinking beer. Andy, man, just you got to hold on a little bit until we look at the Cletus McFarland build. This thing, believe it or not, has active suspension. So there's a servo on each wheel, and when this thing breaks, it definitely dives and does these things. So it's very possible to do this with already existing hardware that has been designed by a genius by the name of Super Scale 2020. Go check out Super Scale 2020 on Instagram if you want to see what that guy's doing on the RC front. I kind of feel like this would be an easy translation to that or whatever. OCCRC, man, what's up, buddy? Hope you're having a good freaking Tuesday, man. Yeah, right, RC, right? I mean, it's going on the pile of ideas that maybe I should just like keep on the pile until I finish certain things. You can see the Yankee 5th scale Porsche chassis right there. That's a massive chassis. And you can see a little bit of that Lexan Porsche 930 body right there, which is also kind of coming back on the channel. So that should be pretty sweet. What's up, Big John? Hope you're having a good Tuesday, buddy. Yeah, we're just looking at some like really, really cool, just sort of like the only images that we have of this freaking build, because they've been kind of hush about it, which is weird. You would think that in this day and age, when you're doing this kind of stuff, especially with private money, you would be on the socials, man. You'd be on the socials pimping it out hard, man, making it a thing, making it a thing. But maybe Subaru doesn't even want to deal, because I'm pretty sure this is the last STI year, or was it last year? Is the last STI year? They're no longer making Subaru STI Imprezas, which I think is a mistake, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, great day awesomeness right there, right? Man, for sure. Why does the intake look like a ball sack? I mean, I don't know. People, they like ball sacks. I don't know. Hanging, you get old. Apparently Nash has a ball sack. Everyone's got a ball sack. It's all good. It's all good. But what's up, Joe? What's up? Yeah, all you dudes, man. Nice seeing you on here. Anyway, we're looking at this. Maybe we should go to the next build. Let's go to the next build. Another Goodwood weekend starter on. What the hell? God, what the hell? What the freaking hell, guys? What the freaking hell?
So, well, rapid. 0 to 60 in under 1
All right. So I had to show this freaking thing off. All right, I can't remember the freaking name of it. Okay, so Mertry, Sperling, and apparently Sperling translates to thunderstorm in Irish. This is an all-electric vehicle. It is two-wheel drive, two electric motors run the back wheels, but there is something even cooler about this. I'm sure in the comments you guys are already talking about it. But like, what's super sick about this is that it is a ducted fan system. So what this is doing is it's using a rather large ducted fan that is sucking this thing down to the ground, and it apparently creates 2,000 kilograms of extra downforce, which is pretty freaking nuts. And also, it is the power to weight ratio on this thing, because it is 100% carbon fiber, is 1 horsepower per kilogram. So the power to weight ratio on this thing is just absolutely nutty. I don't even know how that driver isn't stuck to the side of the freaking mono cockpit. I'm just surprised that this guy can even like manage to hang on. This thing is nutty, absolutely nutty. I believe it is also private money that made this thing, but apparently they're selling it. So apparently this is something that you might be able to buy. I don't know for what. Like, what the hell would you be doing? Like, what would you need something like this for? I don't know. It looks like a Tonka, like a toy. You know, it looks like a, I don't know, like a donk Hot Wheels a little bit. But maybe it's growing on me a little bit. Is it growing on me? I don't know. Is it growing on me? I think it's growing on me, man. It's growing on me. I don't know what it is about it. It just looks like Star Wars meets Battlestar Galactica or something. You know, it's like there's just something about it, or like aliens, like Geiger-esque freaking aliens, which is kind of cool. Like, look at the lights, the front headlights. It's so sick. You can hear the fan spool up. Come on. I'm gonna have a sip of beer. I'm gonna have my coffee. I'm gonna see you're having it. Yeah, just nutty, man.
See how the fan at the back, that creates 2,000 kilos of downforce. It grips the car down. It's got
right? Rudy knows. Insane, man, for sure. No way, man. No way, right? Like, what? What the hell? How much dust is coming out? Man. Jesus. That's freaking crazy. That's freaking crazy. Oh, no, did I? Hold on. Yeah, just nutty. Just nutty.
The previous RONA was a 39.90.
Hold on, I made a mistake. And
it's quicker than what you did earlier.
Needs to get all of my images.
Wonderful display behind the red arrows overhead.
All right. Cool. Ready. I'm ready. So anyway, this is nutty. I mean, it's weird looking. You know what I mean? It's like, it's very strange. I mean, it's not the first time that they've been trying to use ducted fans. F1, there was a time in F1 when they were toying with the idea of adding extra downforce. And this is a good example of that one on this. I think it's Alfa Romeo, this particular one. But there was one even earlier than this, which is like white, and it looks super weird a few years before this. But like, obviously, you know, this thing made one lap, and they just made it illegal, which of course they should be. It's definitely an unfair advantage or whatever, but crazy. Antonio, man, what's up, buddy? Hope you're having a good Tuesday, bud. Let's see here. The new Batmobile. I know it. I kind of wish that the Batmobile looked like that and not like a Charger or Challenger or whatever the hell it looks like in the newest one. I mean, it's still a cool car, but it's like so Mad Max. I would have thought that, you know, a billionaire philanthropist vigilante would maybe have the most expensive Batmobile, not necessarily a vintage, you know, muscle car. But maybe, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I liked it the way it was, you know. Anyway, let's see here. Yeah, man. Anyways, it's pretty freaking nuts. This is what it kind of looks like. So you can kind of see what it looks like without it moving so fast that the frame rate's gonna blur it up and you can't really tell what's up. But like, you can kind of see like how like it's got holes through it. Like, we're gonna look at the Hunapigapus. Oh man, I don't even know how to say Hunapigasus. A little bit like next as the next car, and I kind of feel like they spent more time on that body, making it perfectly aerodynamic than this thing. This thing might just be a brute force monster. It's stuck into the ground. It's going really fast. Power rate ratio is pretty nuts. So maybe they don't really need to worry about sort of like random turbulence that happens over the body, like they did with a Pikes Peak car that is changing elevations so much. You know, when you've got elevation changes and you get pressure differentials and or pressure changes in altitude, you're gonna, you know, that's gonna influence how you design your aero. Maybe this isn't so important. You know what I mean? Maybe that fin just keeps the damn thing straight. Not 100% sure. The white one that looks like a box. Oh, nice. J-Man, man. Thanks a lot, buddy. Coming in clutch with the details. Nice. Okay, so the BT62 is the F1 and the Chaparral 2J is the white one that looks like a box and uses a snowmobile engine to power the fan. Crazy, man. I don't like, I mean, it's hard to find the information online because these are technologies that predated the internet. It predated people having phones that could take high resolution photos and videos in their pockets. And it predated social media that is just like a freaking ebb and flow of just data, and like everybody's looking at everything and digesting the content. You know what I mean? So it's like, it seems like there's this time where it's like super hard to find information on like past engineering marvels and what have you. You're gonna have to you have to literally go to the library to find out all this information. Let's see here. I like it. I want to see it on a full-size Hot Wheels track, right? I'm telling you, RC Recreation, man. I'm telling you, man, this thing looks like a toy. But for some reason, it's kind of, I don't know, growing on me a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe it's this like aviation kind of quality to it that maybe looks so sick, like kind of fighter jetty. You know, I don't know. Maybe that's me. Yeah, by a guy. Oh, cool. See, there you go. Interesting. What's up, Monster Parts? Hope you're having a wicked freaking Tuesday. Yeah, those engines you're 3D printing are super sick. I saw them on Instagram. Man, we'll look at them on SAS. Does altitude affect the downforce? Well, with this car, no. But with Pikes Peak, yes. You need more surface area to create the same downforce that you would at sea level. So. I mean, I have, if you look in the link to the live stream, you'll find the Hoonigan documentary on the build of that Porsche. And they talk a lot about just sort of the considerations that they had to take into account in order for it to run properly at altitude. I think the biggest one was like larger radiators, bigger freaking holes for the radiators because they needed more air to run through because the cooling properties were less. And then also they took a lot of. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this when we move to that car. But anyway, I thought this was cool, and it's such a small car. It's super tiny. It's like a single seater. Super cool. Anyway, I thought I would show this thing to you guys because it's pretty freaking crazy. Let's see here. Everyone's saying sup. Nash saying sup, Jimmy. What's up? DJ Apothecary. Gordon Murray was the man behind McLaren F1. Nice. There you go. Sick. How much are they selling for it, dude? I don't even think they're there yet. I don't know. And if you got to ask, it's too much. There, 2,000. Yeah, we were saying that, J-Man. 2,000 pounds of downforce, and it weighs 2,000 pounds, and has 1,000 horsepower average. Goodwood was 140 miles. That's a lot. Yeah, apparently 1 horsepower per kilogram which is pretty nuts, J-Man. Like the freaking power to weight ratio is just insane. Batmobile on steroids, of course. I kind of remember, like, do you remember the Burton Batmobile where like he would shoot out a cable so he could take the turns faster? Man, super cool, super cool. Is it just me, or have the Security 5 gone up in price? Maybe, Antonio. I don't know. I would try if you're gonna buy one. I would I would look at the Scale Science guys first. And then I would do Intigi. Believe it or not, Intigi.com is a reseller of Secura, of 3 Racing. So they have probably the cheapest price, and it's local stock. So I would go there. I don't know. Let's see here. Those aren't mine. Those aren't mine. No, those aren't. What are you talking? Oh, Monster Parts. I made a mistake. Really? Really? That, like, maybe you posted pictures of it? Man, I'm going crazy, man. It's the vid. It's the COVID. I'm going to blame everything on the COVID for a while. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Red Cat. Okay. Looks like a car from Tron. It does look like a car from Tron. It just needs, like, lights and stuff, for sure. What happened with Red Cat? Oh, I don't know, guys. You guys continue that conversation. I'm trying to make an RC version of this. Oh, cool. J-Man, man. That's cool. Are you going to go hub motors? Are you going to do the, like, hub motor thing where you're going to keep the motors like right on the wheels? That might be something cool to do. I kind of feel like that might be cool. And then, of course, the ducted fan. There's a couple of RC engineer guys on YouTube that have been playing around with, like, sucking the RCs to the ground to get more downforce, like artificial downforce, to get it to be more of an insect. I don't know if you need an RC car to have more traction, but very cool nonetheless, for sure. Let's see here. I haven't looked at the price of the E5. Yeah, see, same. I got one in a box, like, right there. I didn't even put it together. Hey, do you think it's worth to buy a used HPI? Guy says it runs fine. Never trust a guy who says it runs fine. What you need to do is you need to show up, and you got to get them to start it, and you got to make sure that thing wasn't ran before you got there. I mean, it's the same old shit with 2-stroke or any, like, dirt bike or anything, man, like, or car. Like, you got to make sure the engine's cold and it starts, and you got to make sure everything isn't loose. I think we kind of went through it on one of the episodes with Nash and I did. You just got to make sure the thing isn't, like, run to crap. It doesn't have too many upgrades. They're gonna say, oh, I got all these upgrades, but man, most upgrades are useless. There's only very few upgrades that make it worth it. 650 is a bit pricey. You got to figure out what version it is. Also, it's a discontinued car, right? So you got to make sure that reflects the price as well, right? So because you're going to end up having to source parts. They're hard to find. Anyway, Matt, I could talk about this for hours. Yeah, I would take a look at it before you take anybody's word on it, for sure. Thanks, man. I still can't smell anything. All I can smell is my neighbor's cooking, which is, like, the most annoying freaking thing. When you can't smell outside, but you can smell burnt onions. Like, fuck. Thanks a lot, Monster Parts. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, that's true. And let's see here. There's a Kickstarter project, Mammoth, I think it's called, that runs individual drone motors. Yeah, no, and I think RC Sparks is looking at one, although I know he's received it, but I haven't seen a video of it yet. So I don't know if maybe he's had problems with it, or he's just waiting for them to give him the okay to post videos. I'm not sure. I worry a little bit about that kind of tech because, like, there's a lot of ferrous metal on the road. You know what I mean? Like, your catalytic converter spitting out ferrous metals. You know what I mean? Your brake pads are spitting out magnetic particles, and you've got this kind of uncovered, outrunner motor that is just open to, and also becoming a giant fan that's, like, sucking these particles up. Like, I just wonder what the longevity of those brushless motors would be when you start to introduce abrasive sand that sticks to magnets. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but still cool, and I would still play with it, and it would still be sick. So maybe I'm just being a negative Nancy, which happens sometimes, unfortunately. Oh, good old Kevin blew us up. What, dude, man? That Kevin dude blows everything up. Like that dude's the tackiest RC YouTuber I have ever experienced. Like, I just can't deal. I can't deal. I'm not into that. I don't know. I would rather just like tinker engineering and like with small scale so that it's like easy to do iterative design as opposed to just like, I don't know, be a whore to clickbait. You know what I mean? Although I have to say, clickbait's the only way to be successful on YouTube right now. So you can argue about that all we want, but it's the freaking truth, man. 100% true. I'm drinking more beer. Anyway, here's the Hoonigan. We're gonna talk about the freaking Hoona Pegasus. This freaking thing is nutty. Hey Lynn, what's up? Hope you're having a good Leanne. Oh God, Nash, what's your sister's name? Why am I blanking? I almost called her your lady's name. Anyway, Rudy, Tumbly Wumbly, what a knob. Oh God, I can't even. You have a Hoony Pig showing now. You gonna make a scale rep? James. Oh. Huh? What? Yeah? Am I going to be making a scale version? Yeah? I think so. I mean, I need to put this away, and I need to make sure that I don't break it. So I'm going to put this back over here. Whew. Oh, don't you dare. Okay. All right. That's good enough. Yeah. Am I making a scale? Am I making a scale version or yeah. So yeah. I guess God body. If you can't smell anything right now, then you should be Racing Legends, man. I mean, I'm still with the lady. The lady still lives here, but yes, I should be resin printing like crazy. There might be some changes happening in October. I might be actually looking for a space to actually take kpopRC to a proper workshop with a concrete floor so I can weld and do stinky 380 resin and stuff. So we'll see what happens in October. So fingers crossed. Hopefully the channel keeps doing better. I mean, it freaking died in June, which sucks because like I wasn't making less videos or anything. It just died. But yeah, let's see here. The Hoonigan. Yes, DJ Apothecary. I have that video. We're gonna look at a little bit of that, and I also left a link to that video in the description. So if you guys actually want to see a really nice, like 45-minute long documentary exactly about the build of this car, it's what they should have done with that Subaru, with Travis's Subaru, but they didn't because I guess it just wasn't. I guess the Hoonigan dudes weren't a part of that build. And so they weren't really too worried about documenting things, which is too bad because they did such a good job with this car and like sort of getting the history and sort of the beginning to the end story of this car build. And I think what's sick about this car build, and we're talking about sort of the rich guys that are sort of advancing combustion engine motorsports right now. This is a good example of that, right? And I'm pretty sure that the Hoonigan boys were talking about how this might actually be one of the last just incredibly high budget custom builds that's in the form like that's covering a combustion engine. Okay, they were talking about how budgets for research and development for internal combustion engines have become zero for a lot of companies right now. And so we're going to see a big shift. And we are. It's just going to happen. it's like it's like going back to coal. You know what I mean? Like we got to look at the future, I guess. I mean, if you think about internal combustion engines and how inefficient even a fully stoichiometric burn is, how much energy is wasted in heat, it kind of makes sense. The internal combustion engine has never been an efficient use or an efficient way to burn fuel. You know what I mean? Like it's just not. It's never been really that great. I mean, you could argue that with me. Sure, I'm sure the fuels have changed over time. You know, we're looking at ethanol and alcohol-based fuels that that burn cleaner and cooler, and those are definitely definitely advancing. But how fast? Yes. Okay. Cool. Let's see here. What else are you saying? Because like, how is everybody? Slade, man, what's up? Let's see here. Fieros. Yes, hilarious. The GL wagon was built by Vermont's. Oh, awesome. J-Man coming in clutch with the information. Built by Vermont Sports Car, I believe, and is a Subaru race shop where they build the rally cars and crazy things like it. I know, that's what I was saying, J-Man. The active aero is super cool. And I mean, it's not something new. I mean, we've seen it in a lot of like super cars. We're seeing it in F1, I believe, right? There was a year there where they were toying around with like active aero. I think, oh man, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm put my foot in my mouth, I'm sure. But we've seen it. We've seen brake fins that spoilers that pop up for braking, active braking, that kind of thing. Yeah, true. All right, racing legends, you would know. You would definitely know more than I would. I'm just kind of spouting the hearsay that I keep hearing from these little mini docs that I just like been drooling over. But from their ice coyotes are funding the EVs. All right, well there you go. Yeah, internal combustion engine cars, which are funding EVs. I mean, it makes sense. It's just when's that switch going to happen? I kind of feel like it's going to happen soon. Maybe 22. Let's see here. Technically, F1 push to pass active aero. Interesting. Yeah, super cool. Super cool, man. I don't know. I think it's sick. And I mean, maybe it's an interesting time to sort of be into motorsports engineering and all the new technology that is kind of coming in and the super capable computer systems and all of the data logging and the rubber technology for the tires. Like there's just some pretty incredible things happening, and it's pretty insane. And I mean, maybe that's starting to kind of trickle down into RC. I don't know. I don't care. But it definitely does inspire us to do cool things with our little 10 scale whatevers. Anyway, let's see here. So yeah, so we got the Hoonigan Porsche, and I think it's pretty sick. Obviously, I'm gonna have to figure out how to make this massive wing, and I'm kind of thinking that I know Arma has like a large 8 scale truck that has like a fairly large wing, and I'm thinking maybe if I buy 3 wings, and you just cut the ends off of the center one, and you cut one side off of one and one side off the other, and you can just kind of extend it. And then that way it will, at least have some kind of structural integrity. It'll be injection plastic, which is stronger than a resin print. And maybe that would work. I don't know. I'm going to have to definitely figure out how to like make these like lattices here. They're made out of like machined aluminum. A lot of this freaking car has some really amazing technology, and it's interesting to see a car that's made with like carte blanche budget, where it's just like the sky's the limit. How much money do you want to pay? Do it. And I think the main company was BBI there. You can see BBI Motorsports, that they make some cool stuff. And I'm pretty sure the engineer used to work for Porsche. Yeah, it just kind of makes sense that they went with BBI. But BBI is doing some really cool stuff. I have some of these images because I'm trying to steal the livery. So right now what I'm doing is I'm like stealing the livery. Like I'm trying to recreate these things. This is not a font that you can find. This is obviously hand drawn. And so there's no font. So I only have the letters that are on the livery in order to make my font alphabet, the alphabet of the font. And so it's been a little trying to just sort of like figure out. This is obviously not the right font. I don't know who did that, but that's not it. Yes. Okay, great. So here we can see kind of like the awesomeness that is the bones of this freaking build. And it is pretty sick. These intakes are actually 3D printed aluminum. I think I have a close-up image of this freaking intake plenum that is 3D freaking printed, and they like kept the freaking triangles. They kept the polys. They kind of like leaned into polys, which I think is super sick. Super freaking sick. Just remember to add the vents to the side plates. I thought that little nugget of information was fascinating. Yes, DJ Apothecary obviously watched the documentary. If you guys want to watch this documentary, check it out. The link is in the description, and you can like watch the whole freaking build on this thing. You can like listen to the engineers talk about, you know, how they made it, and they made it quick. I'm pretty sure this thing was built in like a month, which is kind of nutty for a totally ground up four-wheel drive mid-engine Porsche. Like this thing has been like, you know. Anyway, here you can see those polys that I'm talking about, those little triangles that make up this 3D printed intake manifold, which is nuts, man. That's freaking nuts. Like, I think that's super cool. Cantilevered. Oh, man, there's like, you got to watch this freaking video. They talk about how they have like active like ride height adjustment, and their computer can control that on the fly, which is pretty nutty. There's like a hydraulic ram that like can just like set the base ride height at any moment, you know, even when the downforce is pushing it down, it can still adjust the ride height. Super cool, man. Hooney Wang is J-Man knows. Hooney Wagisis. God damn it, I don't even know. Hooney Wag. Hooney Wag. Oh yeah, there you go. Right? How sick is that? Like, how sick is that? You know, it's funny because like my terrible abilities at 3D modeling, this is the kind of stuff I end up with, and I'm always like, "Ooh, god damn it, man! It's no good. It's no good." But then you get guys like this that are just like, that's so sick, man. Like, I wonder if that's to help with turbulence. Is it like pitted on the? No, it can't be. It can't be. Like I'm pretty sure this thing has direct injection right into the piston. And then it's got two other injectors like right at the opening. So I don't know if they like ball hone it or like pit it to like create more turbulence or like more of like a vaporizing fuel thing. I don't know. This is stuff they don't talk about, but it's interesting to think about, and it's super sick, man. Super sick. Low poly. Yeah, right? Dude, right? And it's kind of like, does this like change the trend? Like, is this now a super cool thing? Like, I think yes. Hellbilly, man, thanks a lot, buddy, for entering the raffle again. I'm gonna add you in right now, so guys, bear with me. I'm just gotta add Hellbilly to 32. Just you wait, man. I've been working on this thing hard. Hellbilly copy. So you're on 32 and you're on 52. I got you, bud. Oh, yeah. Okay, great. And you got 51 too. Anyway, all right. I'm going to add that. Let me see your banners. Hide. So I need to remove 32 and 52. Thanks, dude. This like kind of helps the channel. So it's just yeah, we're trying to do like raffles to like, I don't know, help facilitate these projects that I'm working on, because let's be real, YouTube is fickle and it sucks and it's impossible. It's impossible. They're not going to share my video with my subscribers, right? They just don't. They don't do that anymore. They don't share your video with all your subscribers. They share it with 5,000 people, and if enough people watch it out of those 5,000, then they'll share it with a little bit more and a little bit more. And then it's just terrible. It's just terrible. It's terrible. Anyway, Hellbilly definitely wants the RS for sure. RS 200, man. Just you wait, man. I got it. Like, we're going to talk about it after this. I've got a whole bunch of stuff to still talk about. yeah, RS200 is next. We're going to talk about it in a sec, but I kind of still want to watch some of this stuff because, like, look at the mess. I mean, this is probably the reason that that it only took like, I mean, the spaghetti and all the sensors, like, it is nuts. I can't remember how many football fields of wire they were in this thing, but it's pretty nutty. And if you look really closely, there is a drive shaft at elbow height to the driver, running right through the center of this freaking cockpit. And that thing is like turning at like 8,000 RPM in this little tiny, I want to call it a Widowmaker. That's scary, man. That's moving fast. Yeah, right. What's available? Oh, in terms of like the numbers available for the raffle, it's ticking along the bottom there. It was like 4.5 miles of wire. Yeah, man, it was nuts. It's just nuts. And yeah, and they like built this thing so quickly, and the carbon fiber work is just nutty. I don't think I'm gonna go this far with my build. You know, I'm not. I mean, we are building a steel cage, but Tyler, man, all right, dude, you give me another number, Tyler. Give me another number, Tyler. You got to give me 2. Thanks, guys. Oh man, all right. So Tyler, hold on, I'm getting there. I'm sorry that it's hard. It's easier when Nash is around because I can like I can do it while he's helping out or whatever. Okay, Tyler, I'm adding you, Tyler Woodward. All right, so that's 12. So you got 12 there, Tyler. And then the grid neck is doing, let's see here. But you got to give me another number, Tyler. That's 2 entries. Grid neck. Oh, and 72. Okay, got you. Okay, so Tyler Woodward, copy, and you're going 72. Okay, cool. So that's Tyler, and then I got to do the grid neck, and you're 43. Oh, grid neck, man, you already have 43. You already are in the number 43. 63. 63. 63. You are already in 63, and you are already in 83. All 3 of those numbers, Gridnack, you've picked. Maybe I didn't remove them. I didn't remove them. See, this is what happens. This is what happens. You're there, though. I'm telling you. Edit it. I'll edit it right now so it's not in there. 43, 33, 63. This is my bad. And 83. Well, at least I put you in there. At least you're in there. Pick 3 more numbers, Gridnack. Thanks, buddy. I'm sorry. You must have been pissed. You're like, what the hell? I totally bought these numbers. But you're in here. You're in here. So it's all good, man. Right? Son of a... I'm such a dummy. I couldn't figure out how to do 20 even slider. Automatically set it to 19. Oh, dude, don't... Like, I'm not going to sweat over a pen. Plus, YouTube's still going to take freaking 20% out of all this. So. But it seems to be the easiest way to do, like, a kind of illegal raffle. But yeah, much appreciated, guys. That's super awesome of you guys to help out with that. Did I remove 12 is the question. No, I didn't. And I didn't. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 12. Removing 12. And then there was one more that you did. Let's see here. 12 and 72. 12 and 72. Edit. 12. 72 are gone. Nice. These are awesome. Okay, let's talk about this thing. I mean, maybe I'll just like get through this freaking the Porsche, man. Like, it is nutty. I don't know how I'm gonna build this just massive aero on the front. I'm gonna try my best to do it. I'm gonna try to do it with carbon fiber and 3D printed plastic. We're gonna try our best to get at least some kind of crazy front lip. And some kind of crazy big wing. I feel like that's kind of in order for it to be in order for it to be the Huni Pegasus, it's gotta have these freaking massive like lips and wings and stuff. Yeah. So you know, the only vehicle safer than Fiero was a Volvo. I mean, I would definitely take like a I would definitely take a turbo 84 Volvo 740 over a Fiero, hands down. I still see 84 Volvos with no rust on them to this day. How is that possible? It's like the car is made out of like a metal alloy that will never rust. Or if it does, it's just surface to give it the patina. Maybe, I don't know. What's up, Seth, man? Hope you're having a good Tuesday, buddy. 3D print a mold, hand lay carbon fiber into it. I mean, I like to think about that idea and like really stew on it, and that's cool or whatever, and that would be kind of awesome, I guess. But that sounds expensive because carbon fiber cloth is like insanely expensive. And then would you need a vacuum pump to like force the air out of it? I guess not. You would just need that peel ply stuff. But even then, like, no, I mean, let's just make it. Let's not like learn these new freaking techniques. Let's just try to like get it done, because like, man, I just want to I want to see it run and like look good. I think that's the goal. I think. But I would love to do that. RC Racing Legends, that would be sick. I mean, you saw the size of that body though. Good Lord. The Swedish 80. I know, man. I'm telling you, there's some really cool YouTube videos on guys that are like pushing some serious power on like Cosworth heads that they're like adapting to that Volvo block, the iron block. You know what I mean? Like, man, I've seen some pretty crazy single jingles, man. Single cam freaking four bangers pushing like 900 horsepower with 2 valves per cylinder. You know what I mean? God damn. So funny. So freaking funny. How awesome those Swedes are, man. God. I mean, and Finns, I guess. Yeah, drifts and lifts. Yes, online hobby guy, man. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, buddy. We're just looking at this wicked Porsche and like all of the things that are awesome, and embracing low poly freaking 3-dimensional prints, which are sick. Like, look at that. That's sick. That's probably printed out of titanium. Like, I bet you that's probably titanium. Man. Good Lord. Oh, shit. OCRC. I don't know, man. Did you send one? You did. No, Antonio. Random number, Antonio. I'm on it. Did I miss? Oh, man, I totally did miss. No, we didn't. OC, weird, man. I don't know where it went. Yeah. Message me later. I'll check it. I'll check it on in the like back end of YouTube, and if so, I'll grab you a number, man. No worries. I'm sure you did. I'm not saying you didn't, but I'll just check to make sure. Let's see here. Antonio is saying random number. All right. Where? Antonio, man, you're getting 78. Got 78, buddy. Let's see here. Banners. No, that's not what I want to do. 78. Got you, bud. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate you guys doing. I mean, I'm working really hard. You're gonna see it in a second. We're gonna finish this, the what the hell segment. You know, pick 29. There you go. The grid neck. 29. Hold on, bud. Oh, man, I'm trying, man. I'm trying my best to do this fast, and my brain, it's just like the faster I want to go, the worse off I am at getting this thing done. All right, let's see here. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, 29 is gone. 39 is gone. And 49 is gone. Save. We got it. All right. I'm sorry, guys. 370 dudes watching. Thanks for coming and hanging out on Talk-Can Tuesday. We're just looking at cool stuff that, like, I wish I won the lottery and I could freaking just like devote my life to facilitating some really smart people to do really cool stuff, because that would be the dream. I'm not talking about me getting smart. I'm just talking like I want to pull an Elon, you know, hire all these like amazing minds and just like put them to work. And then, like, you know, I don't know. I think that's like yeah, not many numbers left. That's true, Scott Diesel, for sure. We're I mean, that means I have to finish this damn project, which I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys like one last thing with the Hunapus. And oh, wait, is it not in here? Fudge. Hold on a second. Where did I put it? Oh, I know where I put it. 67. What the hell? View, large icons. There it is. Of course it didn't freaking. Of course it didn't. All right. So, of course, you know, Hoonigan. I mean, there's like obviously real consequences with the Hoonigan boys and the Pikes Peak and flying off a cliff at altitude and tumbling and setting yourself on fire or whatever. Like, you know, we've all seen those videos of like Pikes Peak getting nasty. So I kind of feel like that's the reason they did the whole like Hoonigan, just don't die, you know, just don't die Hoonigan, right? But I was trying to think of like like what to make the K-pop again, the K-pop Pegasus. And of course, you know, we had to do cheers to beer. So instead of it saying just don't die on the K-pop version of this Porsche, we're going to make it cheers to beers, man. Cheers to beers. And of course, we're not going to do 42. We're doing K-pop's number 00. So 00 on the ghost eyes. You can see there, the ghost eyes are 00s. K-pop again. And cheers to freaking beers, man. That's what it's all about, or whatever. You see the Civic crash this year was really bad. Ooh, J-Man, I didn't. I don't know why I don't know. I slept on that one. I will definitely check it out though, because that sounds that sounds epically scary. I hope the people are all right. Thanks a lot, Tyler Woodward. I love this channel. Recently into RC. My wife just got a 3D printer. Yeah, saving off the ideas and print. Or until this channel has been a huge. Thanks a lot, man, Tyler. Much appreciated, buddy. Don't forget to just join. I mean, if you're on Facebook, if you're not, I understand, because it's a freaking cesspool, Facebook. But if you are on Facebook, find, you know, kpopRC on Facebook, and don't forget to like post your projects there and be part of the community there, because like we all love to be inspired off of each other, and I kind of feel like that's a really important thing to like create a community, and like, I don't know, like-minded individuals that like to kind of engineer and do their own little things, even though maybe we didn't all go to engineering school, but the ones that did, man, wealth of information that man, I just like love the fact that we have some pretty incredible automotive engineers in the community that like really can help out. And those of you who are those of you, you know who you are. Is that what? All right. K-pop again. Shut up, Nash. I mean, we could do. I was thinking of adding a little "Shut Up, Nash" in there. I think that might end up happening. We'll see what happens. Facebook feel like a big family. Yeah, like it on that group for sure. It's a politics-free zone. It's all about just like making cool stuff and sharing it, and you know, having a good time, for sure. And then the cars of I know, Antonio, I saw that Porsche you posted, that Carrera. I think it was like a Carrera 4S or something, like brand new one. Super sick. I didn't put it in the SAS, but it was just too late, and I had to start the stream. All right. Let's keep moving. All right, let's get to the RS build, man. Let's get to the RS build. Maybe I should actually show you guys that first, all right, before we like, so you can see what we're working on here. Let's see. All right, so I have to hear myself, but this is the first iteration of the chassis that I'm building. So you can see this is a fully 3D printed chassis that kind of shortens the wheelbase of the Sakura D5 Lite, which is a M scale size wheelbase. Even though it's not real M scale, which I kind of feel like is a big like kind of piss off from Sakura. This doesn't fit the wheelbase properly, and it doesn't fit the wheels that well. So, you know, we had to kind of change this up and make it shorter in order for it to fit a true M scale chassis. Here you can see, yeah. So here you can see the new, well, this is the second iteration of the chassis, right? So if I lift this up, you can kind of see what it looks like. It's black, so you can't really tell what's up, but you can see that is an RS 200 seat. It is very low poly, which is fine. Maybe I'm less kind of pissed off about the low poly nature of the seat because of the Hunapus, maybe a little bit. But yeah, that seat screws into these like horizontal members. Here you can see one of these horizontal members. This is the newest version of this build. This is the bad one, and I'll tell you why it's a bad one, which kind of blows, because like, man, it was a lot of work, and I was all happy with how the battery fits in here, you know, and man, lo and behold, I'm an idiot, and the freaking spur gear, the spur gear would hit the freaking battery. So this freaking massive spur gear here is causing a bunch of issues for me. To get sort of the battery to sit where I want it to sit, which is right freaking there. God damn it, man. I like it where it is because it fits the body perfect, right? Like the seat sits like right where it needs to sit. You know, the dash is going to sit right where it needs to sit. And it's like, it's a freaking perfect, but it's not perfect because that freaking spur gear. So great freaking spur gear. So I'm just going to switch the camera, see what you dudes are saying, and I'll tell you what my solution is. And I guess I have to figure out whether or not it's a smart solution. I got to figure out if 3D printing the chassis is a good idea. I mean, the idea is to get this whole bottom plate laser or water jet cut, or just like CNC milled out of carbon fiber or some kind of like, I don't know, fiber reinforced plastic, you know, like it doesn't have to be carbon fiber, but something rigid, because this is kind of like a little bit of a wet noodle. I did print these draft. So I can get them more rigid than this. I just didn't want to waste the filament one. I don't want to waste the time waiting for it to print solid. But I mean, damn, you know, I'm thinking like, you know, there's all these drift chassis coming out that are all about flex, right? You get these chassis that they're cutting into the carbon fiber in order for it to become a wet noodle. So it has this kind of like weird characteristic in the drift. And it just kind of like it kind of maybe it kind of fakes the real kind of sway and I don't know, flex of a real chassis under extreme load when drifting. So I don't know. I mean, right now I'm a little bit like torn whether or not to do it carbon fiber or not. I might do carbon fiber because then I'll just order a bunch of them and then I could print a bunch of these things and at least have, or at least another one, so I can have one for myself. Because right now we're working on just like one, right? Anyway, so this is a second iteration of this damn chassis, and it's like, no, this is done. This isn't going anywhere. I'm gonna have to pull all the screws off. And keep the screws, because the screws, I mean, I can reuse the screws. But yeah, let's see what else is up. Let's see here. I just realized that the lighting looks a lot better. Oh, Gridnack, thanks a lot, buddy. Yeah, no, I put another light on my face, so you can really see how sickly I look. And also there's a light looking down. And I'm trying better, like trying to get this to look a little better, and I'm glad that you guys are noticing. So that, is this all PETG? Yes, KS, it is all PETG. I stopped using PLA because PLA, the temperatures are too low, and I like worry about just like leaving a 3D print in the trunk of my car and it just like deciding to melt. PLA is just like not, it's not great. It's just not great. So I've been just using PETG, and I've been using the Prusament PETG, so which is like a fairly high quality filament. It works really well, and I would recommend it. I would definitely recommend it, especially for like prototyping and like, yeah, it works good. Anyway, I'm going to show you guys now. Maybe we can like, here, I'll switch to this so you can see what's up. And I'm just gonna let this play. So this is the design as it is right now. I mean, you can see here, this is me like working on setting up that battery in the wrong spot. So I've got like a solid time lapse of me building this thing just for me now to know like, no, this is like no good. This is not gonna work out. This is just not gonna work out. So maybe I'll like fast forward it a little bit. See, this is what happens. Like I ended up taking the Sakura D5 MR motor mount, and that's the motor mount that I modeled for this build. What this does is it actually moves the motor high up and back, which is exactly where I need it. It's going to be kind of behind the firewall of the RS200, which is great. It's high up. It might not get in the way of maybe a scale engine. So we're gonna see. You're definitely gonna see this like motor can when you look in the back there. But maybe we can add some like scale as shit elements that, you know, I don't know, that just kind of flesh it out, make it look more scale through the window, so you can see kind of like charge piping, valve cover, maybe a turbo on one side. That would be super cool. And an ESC is going to sit where the spare tire would have gone on the RS200. I don't know if you guys know where that spare tire is on that car, but it's like right on the back, right behind the engine. Not much after the tire, but we're going to make a tire, and I'm going to stick an ESC and fan through the center of the tire. I think that's the plan. That's the plan. If it doesn't work out, I freaking hope it does. Racing Legends picked up a D5. Nice, man. Awesome. Yeah, let me know how that build goes. For sure. Let me know if you got any questions. I got some people who really know how to set these up properly. So if you have any questions on like how to get it to slide properly, just let me know. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you like put a aluminum rod through the chassis. I'm like, it's so easy for me just to send an STL or like it's just like an STL to a company, and they'll just like cut me a carbon fiber chassis. I kind of feel like that's going to be the coolest way to go because it seems to be like the most profesh, but it'll end up being really rigid, and I don't know, maybe one of these things is made with PETG chassis just to kind of see what would happen with it flexing. Also, like, I mean, with the Zero Flux Hilux build that we made, that cage actually does a pretty magical job of making that thing rigid. So the cage does its job, and the more triangulation that we have, the more rigid it's going to feel, and maybe it's a moot point because of all of these crossbars and, you know, just like caged pieces that just kind of create the structural integrity and the rigidness that is missing out of like a carbon fiber bottom plate. I don't know, man. Let's see here. It could run 2 smaller batteries on each side. Yeah, I could. Oh no, it's Super Greg, man. Yes. Yeah. That's actually a really great idea. So like I appreciate that idea. I think that's really a great idea. The reason I want to go with a shorty pack is because it's the pack. If you were going to go to if you're going to go to a drift track, you're going to find those batteries. So I'm just trying to make it so that, like, you know, it's just like the generic, not generic, like the standard battery that everybody goes to. Anyway, here, I'm going to show you guys what maybe my solution is. Because, right, I've already printed this chassis. And because I've already printed this chassis, I might have another version. I might have another version here. Let me get into where I was playing around with this idea. I think it's a fairly smart idea. Maybe I feel like the carbon fiber chassis would definitely be better suited for this idea. So, man, maybe I should just show you guys. I'll just show you guys because it's like hard to like just like show only certain pieces and stuff. All right. Here, what do we need? This, and that's it. I think that's it. Anyway, okay, cool. So I put a big, massive hole in the bottom of this chassis. So I don't know, like, I mean, I'm talking about how like maybe maybe this is like structurally not as rigid if I was to fill this with plastic, right? But it's a giant hole in the bottom, and my shorty battery will fit through it, right? So the idea is to, I mean, the tolerances are tight, which is crappy because like either I've puffed this freaking thing or I just, you know, I didn't give enough tolerance. But you're going to be able to slide this battery through the bottom. And then you're going to be able to, here, I'll get back to here. Hold on. I think I've got a good example of this thing working. I got the, yeah. Here, maybe we'll start from here. So here you can see me cutting a hole in the chassis to fit the battery. And then you can see here, there is a little like battery hold down that locks the battery in place once you put the bullet connectors into the battery. So once you put the bullet connectors into the battery, that battery can't go anywhere. The only problem that I'm finding, that I'm thinking, and maybe, you know, the engineers can let me know, you can kind of see I printed a little lip here so the battery would stick there, and the bullet leads will hold it in place like that. So it's kind of like floating. The problem is the whole weight of this battery wants to go down, right? So is it going to start to kind of flex the whole chassis like right on this point, like right here? I don't know. I mean, this is all stuff that like I don't know, and I don't know enough about CAD to be able to sort of like add the like physics into the model to sort of figure out where exactly the stress points are. But if this was carbon fiber, I don't think the weight of this battery would do much to it. I don't think it would bend the carbon, or if it did, it'd be like a negligible amount, right? But with PTG, I mean, you can see this is like a wet noodle, even though this is printed draft, right? So this can get a lot more rigid if I were to print it, you know, with heavy infill. And instead of using like triangle infill, which you can kind of see there, I would use honeycomb, maybe 3D kind of honeycomb or something. And I know I found that does definitely make a much stronger chassis plate. But it's still pretty sick, and the way I wanted it to be, this is just like it gets rid of certain problems that I'm having with just space. You know, the problem is space with this build, and trying to keep things super scale, which, you know, it's just tough. Like, you know, what do you do? You know, what do you do? Anyway, I think I should kind of show how this works a little bit better. Yeah. Okay. So here you can see when you put those, you know, posts into the battery, this battery is just kind of locked into place. It can't move. It can't fall out of its hole. It just sits there. I mean, but the weight of the battery might sag the chassis a little bit, but not if it's carbon fiber. So I don't know. I mean, I'm trying my best to kind of like figure out whether or not this is a smart idea. I mean, there's a bunch of RC companies that are going this route, and they're starting to put their, you know, battery compartments through the bottom, or just like you don't have to take the Lexan body off in order to get to the battery, even though I guess here you would have to. Here you would definitely have to. But yeah, I don't understand why that hole is even there. What do you mean? Well, okay, the reason that hole is there, Art Racing Legends, is because the spur gear is massive. And the seats, I'm going to show, okay, you know what? I can show you. I can do a better job than this. Just a sec. Let me share my screen. Share screen. Share screen. No, that's not what I want. This. Share. All right. So, yeah. I mean, maybe this is going to show you a little bit more about the problems that I'm facing, right? So we got this giant spur gear here. I can't stand the battery up, and I've got issues with the seat height, and I don't want to push the seat higher. It's already higher than it should be. That seat should be about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch lower, but it's not because I need to fit this battery, right? So the battery sits here. I was toying with the idea of just having this thing that you could just like move out of the freaking way, you know, and then having it slide in. So like the battery itself would never push this out. You'd have to lift it up in order for the battery to kind of, you know, in order for the battery to come out. But I didn't want to do that. I'm thinking like maybe it makes more sense to do it like this. So what you would do is you would grab the battery, right? The battery, and you would slide it just past this little point right here. And then you can rotate it down, and then you could slide it out. You could slide you could slide it out of that hole, right? I mean, obviously I put this angle too tight. You can see I like notched out this side with a little bit of an angle so that that battery could fall out of that hole if you were to push it out. Does that make sense? And RC Racing Legends, I'm not going to be offended if you tell me that I've overcomplicated a very simple problem, because that's a very real possibility when you're like just pulling your hair out and you're thinking like, how do I make this happen? So and also this is part of iterative design, right? So like iterative design it's all about trying things out and seeing if it works out. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We can, you know, filament is cheap. So we'll try it. Yeah, so we do, yeah. So you load the battery from the bottom. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Let's see what you guys are saying, because like yes, Motorsports, gyro and flow. Yeah, for sure. Fucking show, bro. Don't be shy. Yes. Okay, awesome. Love you, dudes. All right, let's see here. Sliding it in from the side is how you should do it. Yeah. Cut away the seat and have it sit lower. I know it's not scale, but sometimes you got to sacrifice for function. I know I'm kind of getting there. I'm like starting to feel like it. It's just funny because like look how many how many different versions of this thing I'm making, and I'm like just scratching my head trying to figure out what to do, you know, to like get this to be a simple design, right? Not to overcomplicate and add extra weight in stupid ways. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying my best. But what's cool too about this design, and I was like looking at it, maybe it's not cool because like maybe this isn't working out. Hold on, view, hidden geometry. Let's get that seat. That's the one I want to do. Get that seat unhidden. All right, so what's cool too is that I've added these like slides here. So what you can do is you can actually move the seat forward and back. So if you move the seat all the way forward, which you should be able to do, the screw's not going to be super tight, then you can get the battery in, you can put your leads in, and then you can slide that battery or slide that seat back to where the optimal scale is Shiza. Yeah, you know, I don't know. I think it's starting to look pretty sweet. I think. But no, I don't know. You guys tell me. I think it's pretty sick. And this is the cage, so you can kind of see I'm starting to like work on the cage. You can see this is where that motor is going to sit approximately. I didn't do a super great job, but I know that like I'm in the ballpark. I've measured from certain points, and I feel like I'm pretty confident that everything's gonna fit where I need it to fit. The problem is a stupid battery. So you can see the way that this is the original, or this is the freaking second iteration. This one doesn't work because that freaking spur gear goes right into the battery. So we'll figure it out. You know, this is what iterative design is all about, and it's kind of fun. It's just like, how much of this am I going to put in a video, and how much do people want to see? Because like it just gets a little thick with shit. And I mean, pretty sick though, nonetheless, I think. Oh God. All right, I'm sharing screen. Stop sharing. What if you made a custom battery? Slade, I'm trying my best to keep a standard battery size, so that if you have a drifter, you're probably going to have one of these batteries. There's nothing worse than having like custom freaking batteries for everything. Like, I just no bueno, man, no bueno. There's a lot of small batteries that you could use. You could sacrifice runtime, but if you can fit really small race batteries in there, right now I've got the 5,000 milliamp hour size, which not a lot of guys at the track use these batteries because they are actually taller and they weigh more. So this is not even the go-to battery for like competition, right? Competition is like the 3200 milliamp hour. It's actually 17 millimeters thick. So I got to buy a couple of those because I feel like that's the size I'm going to be designing this thing to fit. I think that's the idea. I don't know. I've been thinking about this already, Racing Legends. So yes, no, this is a thought that definitely crossed my mind. It's something that could be easily done. Not easily done. I mean, I have to redesign a few things. That's okay. Yeah, I thought about it. And it might end up going that way. It would make for way more room for a scale engine. It just would remove like a spare tire, which I feel like is like so iconic of the RS200. Is like, if you were to take that, if you're going to lift that clamshell up, like it would be a tire there and four spring and shock assemblies. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, you're right. There's going to be a point where I have to, I don't know. I have to like, oh man, what's the term? Like, I don't know. I have to like change my expectations of what is possible and how to like make it functional, but still have the soul of a scaleless shit project. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh, McLean has a slim shorty with ultra slow. Yeah, right. Oh, 4,000. Wow. See, so they're like already making them fit in like smaller enclosures, right? It's just smaller little hard packs. That's interesting. OCCRC. I'm not. No, this is like strictly a kpopRC build video, and that you might have a chance to own, and maybe in the end, if you're like a solid like kpopRC fan, which OCCRC I know you are, you just have to message me and I'll probably end up sending you the STLs if you ask me nicely. But it won't be for a while, and it's got to work, and yeah. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's all about compromising the hobby. I know, but I don't want to make a freaking X-Max. I don't want to freaking make a Slash. You know what I mean? Damn, I don't want to make a stupid Slash, which I feel is all compromise to like make it strong and ugly. You know what I mean? Double clutch, you may have missed some cool stuff. I kind of feel like this has been a really pretty decent episode because I've had so much stuff to talk about. But obviously no worries. Like, oh man, no freaking worries. Yeah. Really small, dense batteries, item and crawlers, and yeah, Monster Parts knows. Yeah, for sure. Compromise? Question mark. MK6, man, hope you're having a good Tuesday, buddy. Nice to see you, dude. And yeah, nice to see Double Clutch, man. Brian, man, hope you're having a freaking awesome Tuesday. Yeah, man, that guy's Instagram is just on fire. If you guys aren't following Double Clutch on Insta, man, God, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Yeah, man. Let's see here. Are you excited for the live stream tomorrow? Oh, Matt. Yes. Okay. I don't think I even talked about this to anybody right now. But tomorrow tomorrow I will be with Harley and Scale Builders Guild. We are doing a live stream. We're doing a live stream together, which is so awesome. I actually hung out with Scale Builders Guild right before I got COVID, and we went out for beers, and it was nice. It was like nice to chat with somebody who, in real life, who does what we do, and also kind of is in a very similar field, makes his bread and butter in a very similar way that I do. So it's nice to meet like-minded people. And also just to have one so local is quite an incredible, not only like resource, but like, man, like, are we best friends now? Did we just become best friends? So much room for activities. No, you know what I mean? Like, it's just nice. It's just nice to like, to find somebody who's into stupid. I don't want to say stupid shit, but it's like, yeah, we're kind of into stupid shit. And so it's fun to like find somebody who's like-minded in that way. Let's see here. You could make your current design work with that big hole in the chassis, but I would try to figure out how to use the battery cover to keep the battery from potentially falling out. The battery won't fall out. The thing that I'm putting a lot of leverage where the battery holds into the chassis. So that's what I'm more concerned about. I don't think the battery's going to fall out, because in order for the battery to fall out, you'd have to pull out the leads. If you don't pull out, and the leads would have to go up, which wouldn't happen, which just wouldn't happen. Maybe like vibration over time, it could maybe wiggle out, but they're so tight. Like I don't foresee that happening. But I'm with you though, RC Racing Legends. I could cut the bottom of the seat a little bit. I could get those seats lower. I could just do what I was saying with the like battery on the side, and I could I could just pull the battery out on the side. I don't know. This is all like onward, just like thought process, and I'm just like bringing you guys into my layman way of trying to problem solve this freaking thing. And I don't know. BFFs with SBG. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, I just gotta like actually go RCing or whatever. Yeah. Right. So it's sick. I thought we're all best friends. We are all. Slade, shut up. I said in IRL, man, in real life, like, it's just nice to be able to find, somebody has a YouTube channel about RC cars and who's a freaking professional commercial editor. Like, it's just so weird that I would find somebody like that, it's just weird. It's just weird and cool, because like I can talk to him about editing software and the stupid things that like, you know what I mean? There's just like common ground there on more levels than RC, which is interesting. And like, man, that's freaking crazy, right? Pretty crazy. Let's see. It was unfortunate. Wait, what was unfortunate timing? Flying cars. Okay, yeah, right. But yeah, no, it's gonna be awesome hanging out with these guys and chatting with them. These guys are legends, and are doing their own thing, and it's super cool to even be considered to come and hang out with these guys. So I'm like, I'm chuffed. It's gonna be a good time. So if you dudes want, come and hang out, either on Harley's channel or Scale Builders Guild channel. I believe the stream is going to be on both of their channels, so it depends on which one you guys want to watch. And yeah, we're gonna shoot the proverbial shit. I don't know if I'm gonna be drinking beers. I'm nursing this one pretty well. I don't know if you guys noticed. I'm like, I still got like that much beer. That's it for today. There's no more beer. There's no more beer. I don't want to die. I kind of feel like the lungs are pissed already. I don't even know why. Why are they pissed? Because it's COVID. Damn COVID. All right, let's see here. Oh, wicked awesome. RC Racing Legends going to be in attendance. That's huge. So awesome. Yeah, but Slade, man, also another wicked set of skills that are invaluable, and it's really good to know that you are one, because there's probably some like, I want to say existential electric questions that I might have about weird grounding issues or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that you would probably have a lot of good information on. So we all do cool things. It's just, it's nice. It's nice to be able to connect with people who can like also help out, and like I can help them and they can help me, and we can, make content together. Cause like that's kind of, I feel what's missing in this channel. I mean, I got Nash, and Nash helps a lot, and it's great to have him around, but it's just me. So it's nice to be able to ask advice, and it's also like really nice to just sort of bounce ideas off of somebody who's in the same boat. And yeah, so that's great. And that's great. Damn. So yeah, come and hang out. Tomorrow we're going live. Hopefully I look less green in the eyes. You know what I mean? Look how green my face is. Jesus Lord. Killing the vid with alcohol. Yeah, no, there's no, I don't drink that much beer. All right. Let's keep moving. Because like we were talking about the RS200, and I kind of showed you guys where I'm at with the RS200 update. I've got a whole new 3D printed chassis that I'm going to try out. I'm starting to think RC Racing Legends is definitely got a point, and like, you complicate things. Now you got to scale back. You kind of got to go back in the iterations, and maybe you zigged instead of zagged, and now I got to figure that out. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, go subscribe to Harley. You can also go and subscribe to Scale Builders Guild, also a guy that's, both of them are making content that is just good to watch, and it's definitely very helpful, from like how-tos on like 3D modeling to like vinyl cutting. I believe Scale Builders Guild just had one out where he was showing his like Cricut, I think it was a Cricut, his like vinyl plotter, which is, man, I wish I went that route. You can see my vinyl plotter. It's against my window there. It's 48-inch vinyl plotter. It makes terrible noises, and it smells like it came from Shenzhen, which it did, and it barely works, but it works. I just kind of wish I got some that worked better. That's okay. Let's see here. I'm waiting at Harley's house right now. I'm gonna steal one of his cats. I don't know. All right. I don't know. I'm picturing you, Monster Parts, with like a freaking sawzall underneath someone's car, cutting out catalytic converters. You're going through with the RC200 is the same thing we go through when designing real cars. I kind of feel worse for you, RC Racing Legends, because like when you guys design cars as a designer, then doesn't it go into like manufacturing design, where it's like, well, I know it's designed to be here, but it's like 90% cheaper if we put it here, and then like all of a sudden you can't remove the alternator without taking an exhaust manifold off. Mark P, man, yes, buddy. Thanks for coming and hanging out, man. Another local dude that we always see kind of driving by and hanging out. Yeah, man, Mark P, man. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, buddy. And yeah, gonna come and hang out again next time you see us. Definitely come over for a beer, bro. Let's see here. I'm in Sacramento. Oh, he has two beautiful cats. He only needs one. All right, so not catalytic converters, like meow meow cats, right? Meow meows. Meow meow cats? Ah, man. Right on time, Rabia. Don't get me started. All right. Right? It's like that's where, man. So maybe that's kind of the awesome part about being your own little freaking engineer, is that you don't have to answer to anybody other than Tall Can Tuesday peeps. But super helpful, and I appreciate you guys. Let's see here. Learn brazing from Scale Builders Guild. Yes. Yeah, there you go, man. Super good. Steve-O, what's up, buddy? Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Circuit video, wicked. Yes. So yeah, also if you guys aren't subscribed to Double Clutch, definitely subscribe to Double Clutch. I mean, just look at his thumbnail. If you want videos like his thumbnail, definitely go follow him on YouTube and definitely on Instagram. Both of those, you should do it. You should do it. Yeah, Mark P, we'll do that one day for sure. I'm kind of recovering from the RONA. So, Steve-O, I'm like still not really drinking a lot of beer, so I'll take a little sip, but it's just the way she goes. Motorsports is a 20. Yeah, I bet you have the same freaking plotter. I bet you. It's like Red Path. It's Chinese. It's bad. It's bad. Oh, there's a requirement before tomorrow's stream. You have to go watch flying cars. All right. I will watch, Harley. I will watch the flying cars video. Awesome. I'm in. I'm in. All right. I'm in. All right. So we should move on to the next thing. I think I was gonna talk about Neighbor, because like I finally found my freaking battery. So that's great. So here's Neighbor. Here you can see the awesome 3D modeled GT500 engine that I freaking modeled. And if you look really freaking close, you can see that it actually has a radiator, like a radiator hose that's like rubber, which is pretty sick. And it's exactly how it is on the Neighbor build. Hold on, I gotta hide my face so that it focuses. Yeah. So here you can see the supercharger. That's a VMP supercharger. Right there. This might end up getting resin printed, but it might not need it. I kind of feel like it still looks pretty fire, just like as it is. So I'm just gonna probably leave it because I think it looks sick. And if it ain't broke, if it ain't broke. Anyway, this is magnetically attached here. So if I pop the back and push the front forward, the body comes off. You can see there are the rare earth magnets on the back there. The front just kind of registers into the grille there, which is pretty cool. I did build a firewall, and there is a dashboard, but the dashboard's somewhere in a pile of parts over there, so I'm not even gonna bother. But I'm gonna put this on the side. Here you can see Troy, previously from ProFab, sent me a whole bunch of photos of him actually freaking welding the Neighbor rear drift bumper. So I have all of the photos from him building this thing, and I think that's super cool that was given to me to make this happen, which is super sick. And yeah, it's like it's almost ready. I just need to put a black rim around the lights. I have a windshield for this that's gonna work kind of. It's from a Pulsar, the GTR Pulsar. And it kind of fits, so we're going to try to make that work. I don't think I'm going to put windows anywhere else because why freaking bother? And then I have the livery designed, but I got to print it on stretchable rubber vinyl, like some kind of vinyl that you can print RGB on. And then so that way I can kind of like flex it over sort of the compound curves that are found on this ugly Crown Victoria. Just a heads up too, I don't think Cletus knows, but all of these Crown Victoria generations were actually assembled and put together in Oakville, Canada. So Oakville, Ontario, Canada. These are actually Canadian built. So, and I don't think he knows that because he keeps talking about how they're like bald eagles and stuff, but no. These were assembled and put together in Oakville, Ontario, Canada, man, across the border. But yeah, sick. This thing's sweet. It's working out. I'm not gonna put this on the floor because I can't step on this. I can't step on it. I mean, there's certain things I can step on. Neighbor is not one of them. Anyway, here you can see this is what Neighbor looks like. I'm trying to get it to focus. You can kind of see. So I did put a steering gyro on there. That's sitting on top of the Super Scale 2020 active suspension kit. You can kind of see all the servos. There's two servos on the front, which you can see on the back here. So you see, I had to like cut them, and I 3D printed this cage to hold them in place so they don't flex. And I faked a radiator out of it, which I think is kind of sick. I don't know. And then on the back here, we've got two other servos. So this is an active suspension kit. This kind of fakes inertia. It fakes like mass, and it kind of makes a kind of lethargic kind of suspension system, which is super sick. Let me see what you dudes are saying before I plug a battery into this and we can start looking at what it does. Yeah, Oakville Ford plant. Yeah, there you go. You could 3D print windows and the windshield out of clear resin. I could RC Racing Legends, but I like let's get this done. Let's just get this done. And I kind of have a feeling we're gonna set this thing on fire while shooting. So if it catches on fire, I just don't I don't want to have all this like extra work on it. But yeah, I'm not going to do a windshield. They get cloud. I feel like they get a little cloudy. You can't really UV cure them, or they do start getting a little cloudy with the clear resin. At least that's what I've heard from Scale Addiction. Scale Addiction had that issue with his front buckets sometimes. Like if it sees too much UV light, it will cloud up. I don't know if that's something you've experienced, Racing Legends, but that's what I've heard through the grapevine. Right? Gridneck's like, yeah, Micromix and import. I mean, it's not like maybe it probably wasn't designed in Canada. It was just assembled. I'm sure it's like cheap labor, at least cheaper labor. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna go look for it, but I have a windshield. I feel like the windshield's gonna work. Windshield's gonna work. Let's put a battery in it. Here, I got a battery right here. Let's go camera 2. All right. I'm gonna move this out of the way. So that goes in the RS200 box. Oh crap! Here we go. I don't know what happened to all these wires. I don't know why that's. Yeah, I mean, you can tell. It's still a work in progress. And I've got to make sure I don't put the leads in backwards. Could you imagine putting the leads in backwards on stream? I would probably cry. I left the balance lead because I like to plug cameras into here. So I have a couple of cameras that will run on 2S power. So it's just nice to have like a quick tap to the battery if I need it. All right, so that should turn on the active suspension. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, I feel like side to side is still like there's all these adjustable pots on the controller itself that you can kind of fine tune the algorithm in order to get it to kind of bounce around a little bit better. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good, especially when you go like this way. Yeah, it's pretty sick. And of course it's got front brakes. So what I did was I can lock the front diff. And if I lock the front diff, there's a servo over here. Actually, you know what? I can turn on the radio. Oh God, watch this thing just like take off. Watch it just like take off. Okay, okay, I'm gonna turn the brake on. Is that turning the brake on? Oh, I don't know if it's like. Oh, it's not connecting. Oh, sluts. Okay, sorry, dudes. This damn sluts. Whatever. I unfreaking bound my radio, and I don't want to go through the hassle of binding it to the receiver. So maybe that's something we'll do like later. I don't know. But here you can see how it works. This is pretty good. Like, I mean, come on. Looks pretty good. I don't know. The motion of the ocean movement is awesome, right? I'm telling you, it's pretty sick. It's pretty cool, right? Fantastic setup. Love the realism. Floats like a boat. I know. It's pretty great. And what's actually like the coolest part, which I kind of wish I mean, maybe I should show you guys. I have a little knob here on my radio, and that actually turns a servo that locks the front wheels. So I can actually do rolling burnouts with this thing. I can like be on throttle, it's burning out, and I can just let off of that servo brake a little bit, and it'll just start to slide forward slightly, and I can adjust the friction that's created by that front servo. And so it can do straight up line lock rolling burnouts, which I think is the coolest part of this damn project. Well, not only that, it looks super cool. And also I got to give a shout out to Gear Guy. Gear Guy actually 3D printed me real like Crown Victoria rims for this thing. So I just have to paint those, and I kind of have to get, I just have to paint them, and it'll be good to go. It'll be good to go. You need video proof of this? Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, maybe, okay, fine. Let me just, okay, wait, we can do this, actually. All right. Look, it even says, hell yeah, bro. Right there, hell yeah, bro. This is that brake. But, like, I gotta, like, go in here. I gotta model. No, I gotta do, what's it called? It's bind, right? Receiver bind. It is not a Proton 4E, is it? Oh, maybe it is a Proton 4E. You know, I'm trying my best here to like figure out what's up. Proton 4E. Oh, it is a Proton 4E. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna turn off the body of the car and then turn it back on, and maybe that will bind the receiver. Yeah, let's see. It's got telemetry, so it should just like go. No, see, it doesn't. God, come on. RC bind. This is what happens, man. Start link weight binding. You know, it's funny, like how often we bind these things, and then you like forget how to do it, and then we all end up going on YouTube and like looking up how to freaking bind a damn receiver. It's like the same thing every time. I never remember. Son of a B. All right, let's see what are you saying? FPV burnouts, yeah. I'm just waiting for that thing just to rocket off the stand. Yeah. No, it's true. Really? Like, why? Why is it being annoying? There's no like bind like lead for this thing or anything like that. It's like, oh. You get, okay, hold on. Oh boy. All right, I'm a dummy. All right, I'm a freaking dummy, bros. 713 Ace 529, buddy. I'm a dummy. Guess what? I didn't turn on. Where's the fuck? Oh fudge. Where's the freaking switch for the ESC? Oh man, I'm a dummy. Did it go? Oh shit. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. Oh, please put something under that chassis to get the wheels up. No, man, you know, you gotta live on the edge, bro. You gotta live on the edge. I built every freaking part of this thing, so I should be able to freaking manage. Okay. All right. Wait, you guys can't see anything with RC Racing Legends comment up on screen. All right. I'm going to turn the brake on, all right? Where is it? Let's see. Oh. All right. Okay. It's spitting out. Oh, look at that. Oh man, burnout dust, bros. Woo! All right. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. I mean, this is with the brakes on, right? So it's on a one. Okay, so it's on a one-way. Just so you guys can see, because like I kind of feel like people don't know. So if I push it forwards, you can see the front wheel doesn't turn. But if I go backwards, it spins. But if I push it forwards, it doesn't. So the front is actually locked, and you can see we can like burn it out. And then I can like, I mean, I'm not going to release it because then what's going to happen, like RC Racing Legends, it's just going to shoot off the table. So maybe that's not a good idea. I mean, I can here, we'll turn the brake off. And then now it should want to drive. Yeah. So now I can push it forward, see, and the front wheel wants to go. See? Pretty, I mean, pretty cool. Man, okay, maybe I should unplug it now. I'm feeling like maybe before it like actually melts, we'll unplug it. But she's ready to go, man. She's ready to go, and it's just been sitting here. You know, you kind of like work really hard on something, and then you kind of burn out. And especially you kind of burn out when like nobody's watching the damn build videos. You know what I mean? Like it just ends up being a lot of work, and then you're just kind of like, I'll put it on the side until I like fall in love with it again, and I want to like invest all this freaking time. Like that's the issue with this whole freaking YouTube channels. I was telling this to scale builders, like we picked the wrong niche. Nobody watches this kind of stuff unless it's like extremely clickbaity. Kevin Talent or whatever his name is. It's like the only way, you know. So I don't know. The fickle world of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Drinking beer. Let's see here. I've set up the suspension servos. Yeah, Tyler, man. There's a 10 episode series on exactly how I built this thing. So if you want to check it out, It's actually kind of I don't want to be like toot my own stupid horn, but like it's definitely one of the most like intensely put together build series on this channel, and you know it just didn't do that well, which is too bad. I thought, you know, Cletus would be like, this is cool, go check this guy out, but no, Cletus doesn't do that, which is pretty good, which is pretty great. It's just a lot of fun. And then I guess the more I watch Cletus, the more I realize that he's like really not into like helping other content creators unless they're like in his world of like his sphere. And then in that case, if you're family with that dude's like your brother. But like, how many times have I seen people like go up to him and hand him a Hot Wheels car, and then the guy's like, oh cool, yeah, this is great, and then it's like that's it, right? So it is a bit unfortunate, Tyler. But that's my own stupidity, is like thinking that somebody of that stature and that somebody who plans all this stuff so meticulously, how his content works, would do that. So I don't know. Maybe I should stop being like self-deprecating in that way. Like whatever. I'm gonna finish this. We're gonna probably set it on fire. If it does get set on fire, I'll probably put it on a display chassis and I'll send it to Cletus just for him. If he wants, he can hang it on his wall or whatever. But I'm not giving him any of that, the electronics, man. That Super Scale 2020 kit's gonna go on something else, maybe active aero. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, super cool. I'm like into it, right? Like it works. It's like a proper RC burnout car. Like, I mean, it doesn't smoke because there's no weight, but we do have a bunch of smoke bombs specifically for this thing. If you look really close, I don't know if you guys have seen this build or not, but there are these circular mounts here, and those mounts are specifically made to fit 30-second smoke bombs. So these smoke bombs will shoot kind of fiery smoke at this back wheel, which is kind of how the original exhaust worked on the Cletus McFarlane Neighbor project. They quite literally stuck the exhaust pipe right on the wheel, which is probably going to help melt the tire and get more smoke, which is interesting. Although they did change it after the last iteration. Man, you can see how much freaking how much tire came off there. That's kind of sick. It's kind of sick in itself. Anyway, I'm into it. This has got to be like one of my favorite builds, and it's gonna be a sad time when it gets all finished and kind of buttoned up. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I know. I was actually kind of telling Cardinal Racing was like, who should I send? Like, who should I send a RC car to? Like from Cardinal? I'm like, Hoonigans, man. Could you imagine if you send Hoonigan like a WRB 5th scale Porsche, you know, that's like exactly like their Hoona Porsche. I think it's called the Hoona Porsche, right? The one that the white 993. I want to say it's a 993 turbo, but it might be a generation older than the 993. I can't remember. Can't remember if the windshield wipers are like are together. That would be a tell of 993 or whatever. It's not stupidity on your part. It's just how Cletus does. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you, RC Racing Legends. I just, you know, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to need to pick better YouTubers to do scale drift projects for sure. Hoonigan is huge into RC. Hopefully they would highlight your efforts. I've seen them show people's builds in the past, like RC videos. Cool, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll try. I don't know. I kind of feel like I need to do a better job with this YouTube channel to begin with, and it's just hard. It ends up being a little bit hard because, like, in order to do a really good job on this channel, I would have to make RC a large part of my life, and it is, but it isn't. And like, I guess maybe with COVID and having to sit in bed for 2 weeks, you kind of start to reflect a little bit, and it's like, you know, sometimes I just want to go rip my mountain bike in the forest. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that should be my not Tuesday. Maybe that should be my Wednesday night instead of like, I don't know, sitting in front of this computer for 22 hours or whatever the hell it is. I know it's not. I still kind of want it to feel like a hobby, though. You know. I don't know. It just depends. I mean, I'm just like very much appreciative of the community that has come out of it, and all of these like amazing friends that have been made virtually through freaking through digital means. You know what I mean? It's so weird. But it's incredible. So I appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out and helping with the raffles and just being a part of like what we do. So I just want you guys to know, super appreciative of all you guys coming and hanging out on Tall Can Tuesdays. Maybe I shouldn't make it Tall Can. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking beer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, is that we only get 60 views max for a live stream, and it's not a lot, and it actually kills my stats, and it might in the long term actually kill YouTube's idea of my success, which is rough because like I would much rather this than like 1 million views on something, because I feel like this is more value to me than like clickbaity YouTube videos that make thousands of, hundreds of thousands of views or whatever. What do I do? I don't know what to do. It's hard. Anyway, the Cream 240. Yes, the Cream 240. It's in a box over there. And man, the funny thing about the Cream 240 is it's built on a really outdated four-wheel drive drift chassis. I think it was converted. I converted it to two-wheel drive, which is kind of awesome. But it's like not a good platform. So it should be rebuilt, really. I mean, that's what I should do. And also massive shout out to freaking Adam LZ for actually shouting out this channel. I would say that a solid 30,000 subscribers on here are from him. I don't think they watch me, but they definitely are from him. Oh man, son of a bee. Antonio's telling me drink more beer. I'm out. I don't think I can't drink more than one beer today, guys. I'm like, I still feel like fluish, which is rough. Don't get COVID. Whatever you do, like, it is not the flu. It is a rough thing. It really F's you up in a weird way. And then when you think you get better, it just changes. And then you're like, why do I feel like I fell down 5 flights of stairs and then I ran up the flights of stairs and then fell down them again? Woo, bad news. MK6 came because of Adam. Yeah, I like actually really like Adam. I feel like out of like all of the YouTubers that I watch, he's like just the right type of funny for me, and like what a like businessman, like what a beast of a businessman that he like can create this huge empire. Man, I'm not that good. How do you do that? I'm probably not with RC cars. I don't know. Scale Addiction, man, what's up? Yeah. A long time I haven't done any RC stuff. Scale, yeah, you did. So Scale Addiction's actually doing some cool stuff. If you guys haven't been following Scale Addiction, definitely check him out. He's doing, I don't know if you resin printed that that jack that you showed me the other day. That thing was freaking fire. Maybe Johnny Q. Funny thing about Johnny Q90. So like I've been watching because like my channel basically died in June. Like I went from 380,000 views a month to 25,000 views a month in June. And I don't know why, because I'm making the same kind of content. I was making the same, like I was making 2 videos a week. That's how it was. And it just freaking died. I don't know why. And so I started to like do a bunch of research and see what other YouTube channels were seeing the same decline. And Johnny Q90 was one of them. So was Olive, the Olive guy, Olive RC was one of them. And the guy that makes all of the like kind of like steampunky characters with the like pistons for eyes and stuff. That dude also had a massive decline in views. I don't know why. I tried to contact YouTube about it, but of course they're gonna like spout that everything's running exactly how it should be. But there's something happened, and it killed everything. So we'll see if we can get a little bit of that back in the next couple of months. But maybe it's just warm outside and everybody just wants to go outside. I don't know. Do the jibber jabber. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about it, man. Like that's another dude I watch. I mean, I watch him fairly religiously, you know, like the fact that guy is building his own garage and doing everything DIY, and that Corvette he's building is quite gorgeous. Like it's a beautiful build. Like he always, if you don't know who we're talking about oh no, why did I blank? MK6, who is it again? I can't write again. I don't know why I'm blanking. I'm blanking because my brain's a mush. Jibber Jabber guy. God, I don't even know why I'm blanking. It doesn't matter. He's cool. He's a Pulsar GTR. He's got some cool cars, man. Good Lord. I came here when I saw some wiring you were doing on the wagon. Oh yeah. Thanks a lot, Slade. Yeah, I'm an idiot though, because like now you can just get 3D printed circuit boards. So like, why didn't I just like design the 3D the circuit board in Tinkercad or whatever the hell? I can't remember what software I was using to make those, and then just get a small print, like a five circuit board print for like $20. We live in a weird time, man, where you can just like get a company to make low runs of things, which is interesting. I think it would be stupid expensive. I'm sure there would be a way to make it look like a rotary engine using a brushless motor. OCC, maybe Johnny Q can make a crank for it. Oh, I see what you guys are saying. Yeah, rotary engine. Yeah, that would be cool. But there's just something, I think and maybe RC Racing Legends, you can like shine some light on this, but like the problem is displacement, right? That's the problem, is torque, is that when you shrink a motor, you're not shrinking the torque proportionally. You are like squaring the torque, right? Like you are you are like, if you up the displacement, you are squaring the torque, right? That's basically what it's like. So like when you have a low displacement engine, you're losing so much torque, it almost ends up being a useless thing, right? Like it ends up just not, like a V8 with really small pistons is not going to have the same amount of torque. No replacement for displacement. That's just the way it goes. Interesting. It's just interesting. It's just interesting to think. Yeah, I'm working on Arduino. Oh, cool. Arduino-based system that will work like a hybrid electric system that will hopefully charge the batteries. Oh, cool. See, that's super cool. OCCRC. There is a for the two-stroke RCs. There was a company that made an alternator that was running the receiver, which is interesting. I don't know. I think there's some like RC helicopters that have that system that creates power from the motor, which is cool. Very cool. Road rangers are so small to hide brushless motor. You'd need like a all right. Yeah. I still feel like the rotary that Johnny was using is like a real RC rotary for planes, right? He ended up just making a twin, right? He made a two rotor, didn't he? So he had two rotors instead of just a single. You can buy those rotaries for planes, I believe. I don't know. I'm not a huge rotary guy, so I don't particularly care. And yeah, I don't know. Every time I drink beer, but I'm out. I'm not drinking any more beer. I have carbonated water though. Oh, that's good. Got to stay hydrated because I'm slowly rotting from the inside. What? All right. Based on Rob Danforth rotor. That's what we're talking about. RC Racing Legend. Thanks, man. I missed if Nash was here, he would 30K. I know. Dude, I'm telling you, and like no vibration. Rotary engines are crazy. And those toy ends, yeah, and I don't know how much torque they spit out. Monster Parts. I don't know how, like, what? Like, I mean, maybe. I mean, it would be cool, I guess. Yeah, it would be cool. I don't know. To be continued. I feel like RC Wizard is like the king of scale V8s and stuff. That guy's on point. Although I've been waiting for the continuation and hasn't popped up yet. So it's just a hobby for him. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. So you're working out on the amps. I actually have an alternator sitting on the ground over there. The Subaru alternator died. So I got a rebuilt one. I just haven't slotted it back into the Subi yet. I'll do it tomorrow if it's not raining. Okay, cool. So we should move on because, like, what time is it? It's almost 11:40. We got to get to SAS. Actually, I think I don't know if Jipper's on here, but like, let's see here. Yeah, so if you guys aren't following Jipper, his link is in the description. Jipper's actually been on here a lot, and so I thought I would shout him out. I'm definitely going to try to shout out more of you guys, especially the regulars on here who are doing cool things, and I think we should be celebrating what everybody's doing. And Jipper is one of those guys that I can't remember why he started following me, but he is doing a lot of FPV. Like short course stuff with stabilization, like gimbal stabilized FPV cameras. So I thought I would kind of show you guys this. If you guys aren't following Jipper, definitely subscribe to him. I left his link in the description of this video, so you guys can definitely find him and check him out. He is using basically, I can't remember what car this is. It doesn't look like a Baja Ray, but it is some kind of short course truck. And if you look carefully. His steering wheel's turning too, which is pretty sick. And I'm assuming that's just kind of so he can visually see, you know, his steering, as well as obviously having it in his hand. But like that might be kind of helpful with this thing. He is just straight up doing FPV, FPV, and you can see, I guess that green light there is showing when he's on throttle, which is kind of sick too, man. And I think it's kind of cool. And if you look at the camera's auto stabilization, this is a standard def feed, so it's definitely not like in camera stabilization. This is pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Let's see here. Later, Tyler. Glad I ended up here tonight to join the convo and find out about the Facebook page. Yes, buddy Tyler, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I'll see you on the Facebook page. And don't forget to post your like projects and stuff. Yes. Awesome. Have a good night, buddy. There's an old guy building RCs with little V8 motors. Forgot his name. Oh, cool. Slade, man. Let me know. When you figure out who that is, like message me on Facebook, dude. I appreciate your links that you send. Yeah, for sure. I see them sometimes. Like I usually see them a little bit later, but yeah. Tired from cleaning cars all day. I'm out for the night. Antonio, man, later I was going to show your new 3D print build on SAS. So, you know, we're definitely going to take a look. Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, so this is cool. So if you guys are into this, I think this is him talking about. So there's a whole video of like his setup for this thing. Oh, actually, looks like a slash, doesn't it? Anyway, so if you want to know how he's doing this, you can definitely check it out. I think he's got some close-ups of like, yeah, the 3-axis gimbal that he made, just bending aluminum stock there. You can see. So it is 3-axis. He's got yaw, tilt, and pan, which is awesome. And then you can see, yeah, even his camera doesn't have a lot of weight on it. The receiver isn't on the gimbal, which is smart. And you can kind of see how compact the whole setup is. And yeah, man, and he's using the same gimbal controller that I was using for my gimbal projects. It's the PSG Storm 32. It's like a $26 little card, and it'll run these brushless gimbal motors. It'll actually run quite a lot of amps through it without melting, which is pretty amazing that it can do that. It'll run like a 3S battery, and it'll run like fairly large, power hungry, gimbal wound brushless motors. Keyword gimbal wound. These aren't just like regular motors that are used for like drones, for example. These are wound for torque. They are high kV, or sorry, super low kV motors, and you can find them. They're cheap. They're cheap. You can find them on AliExpress, like gimbal motors like that for like, you know, $4 or $5 or whatever. But yeah, Dennis out of control. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I'm freaking following him. I should definitely do that. I should definitely follow him. Anyway, if you guys aren't following Jipper RC, definitely check him out. He's got some cool FPV stuff, which, you know, it's pretty awesome, and I think it's cool. Anyway, let's get to SAS for a second. I'm gonna do like Facebook SAS. So just a heads up, guys, if you're on Instagram and you got a cool project and you're posting images, just hashtag scale as shit, and I'll try to show you out. We're starting to notice, though, that the fact that I'm using a swear word in my freaking hashtag might end up making it hard for you to get seen. I don't know. It might be one of the banned hashtags just because of shit, which is sad. But there you go. Chris Corral. So this is Hellbilly. Hellbilly's got his Hilux raffle win just sitting on the shelf, kind of doing what I like it doing. It's kind of fun to look at, and that's sick. So I'm cool with it collecting dust and being, you know, a nice like like it's just like a shelf queen kind of thing. Here's Ali. So Scale Addiction was just on here, and he's been kind of designing 3D printing rims for his like 8 scale projects and also 10 scale projects. And I just thought I would share them because they're pretty sick. So this is what you would come to find on the Facebook page. If you're not part of it, definitely join so you can see. This is Antonio. Antonio just he's got to work tomorrow, so he's out. But he just got a massive 3D printer. This is a Creality 3D printer. Can't remember which one it is. CR10 maybe. I can't remember. But it is a very large bed, and he doesn't have to split up his 10 scale bodies anymore to print them, which are super cool. And we're going to show you kind of like where that has like taken him. And it's pretty sweet. Here's Guillaume. I don't know if Guillaume is still watching. He may have passed out, but this is Guillaume's like freaking Cherokee that I thought was super sick because it looks like angry, you know, it's like a freaking pit bull, man. The thing's got some wicked stance. I don't know what you did to that thing to get it to stance out like that, but man, that thing looks aggressive, bro. That looks pretty aggressive, and it's sick, dude. That thing is sick. I hope you rip that thing hard, man. Love it. Oh, nice. And Monster Parts has a CR10 and had it since 2016. That's awesome too, man. Cause like those are fairly cheap 3D printers, man. Like they don't break the bank. These are like under $300 3D printers and they run very well. I think also Scale Addiction has a CR10, I believe. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of you guys that are running these printers and they're sick. Anyway, I thought I would show, Cars of Tall Can Tuesday, man. That's like one of them. Anyway, here's Octi Drift. It's too bad that he's not on here today, but like he 3D printed this awesome rear bumper, drift bumper for his E30, his dirty 30. And it fits so freaking well. What a legend, man. That looks amazing. This is Pure Fire. Pure Fire, also FDM printed. So like something you could print on your CR10 or your Ender 3 Pro or whatever 3D printer you decide to like get your hands on. It's pretty sick. RC Garage. I think we've kind of seen this thing on Instagram a little bit. This like awesome freaking wagon, Audi wagon. These things are nutty. I've had the pleasure of being driven in one of these RS6s. I can't remember the name of it, but my bro had one for a week. And I've never been in a faster car that's so quiet inside until you open the windows. Like you open the windows and he like rips it and it like rattles your teeth. But the minute you like, it's just like, and then it's quiet. I'm like, holy shit, this is 700 horsepower or whatever the hell it is. My God. And I love that slate gray, man. That slate gray is Pure Fire. Rush. He's never posted his like actual wagon, but I mean, obviously I'm a sucker for wagons. And also look at the crazy wing on the back of that thing. That's so sick. It's so wild and awesome at the same time that it brings me so much joy. Why does this bring me so much joy? I don't know, man. Yeah, Avant. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. Avant RS6. Yeah, man. I have photos of me hanging out with that thing. Oh man, what a crazy car. Also impossible to get. Like it's hard to find them. Anyway, whatever. I like real ones. Let's see here. Okay, Rocky Lord, man. Rocky Lord was saying for Rattle Can Fade, it's pretty decent. Still need to trim tape doors and whatnot. 4S converted ARMA infraction. Oh, crazy. So it's an ARMA infraction. This thing's all about the speed. I think my only constructive criticism is like when you go too far. That like there's sometimes when you go like too far into one idea and it just kind of like muddies the whole thing. And I feel like the way to fix that with this particular build is just to go with a different color rim. I would go with like a gunmetal or a super dark gray or even black rim on this car. It will make it look a lot better because right now it's almost too much one color. But that said, that's my opinion, and that's Pure Fire. Like seeing that thing run is pretty sick. I just feel like if you blur your eyes, like it just begs for black rims. Is that weird? I feel like that's, yeah. Right? Let's see here. Oh, funny. Slade says, I bet Aldres, I love some Fallout 4. I haven't played 76 well if you jump on. Oh, cool. Yeah, you guys play the Fallout 4. Yeah. Good freaking post-apocalyptic type games. These are awesome. Those tires didn't last long. Yeah, I doubt it. I doubt it. All right, let's see here. Yeah, so it's sick. Like, I mean, I'm into it. I don't think I'd ever do I don't think I would ever do like a sparkle in paint. Is that weird? That's just like my jam though, is like not to go like that. I'm more of like a flat color person. Like, you know, like when I see like flat red on a car, it's like, oh, that looks good. I say, or white rims, sure, slate, yeah, as long as there's got to be contrast there. That's all I was saying. Is that like it needs to like there needs to be some kind of division there, right? Like there needs to be something to break up the awesomeness that is that fade. Otherwise, the fade kind of hides itself, right? You can't really see the fade between orange and yellow with that red wheel, orange wheel, or whatever. Yeah, and white, yeah, right? Instant race car. Sold. And the Steely's like man after my own heart, man. Any Steely's on any like really awesome expensive car is like the coolest statement in my opinion. I don't know. Is this for Facebook? Oh, this is Facebook RC Garage. I'm gonna move to Instagram shortly, so just bear with me. I'm just like going through the Facebook stuff because like I had this all set up for like weeks ago, and then it just like I don't know what happened. I probably just had too many beers. RJ Morano was working. I guess he was inspired by my FPV build, and he picked himself up some goggles and a camera and transmitter in one, and then he was like setting this up. Hopefully he got the voltage right. These things run on like under 5 volts, which is less than your receiver will spit out. So you're gonna have to do some kind of like voltage step down regulator, or maybe you could get away with just a simple resistor. You might be able to get the voltage to step down by like 0.5 volt with a resistor, or you know, it might end up it's going to bleed the power and heat, so you got to keep that in mind. That or find a power source that's under 5 volts. I don't know. That's sick though. I don't think people realize how cheap it is to go FPV on anything right now. You can do this for under $100, which is pretty nutty. It is. It's pretty cool though. Yeah. Oh, anybody who's using Aldres too, man. Anybody who's using hashtag SAS, don't, because it's like another hashtag, and then having to dig through hashtag SAS is like hard. I can actually show you what pops up. It's sad. It's not good. It's not. So make sure you do scale as shit, because like, yeah, no, Aldres, make sure you do scale as shit. Don't do sass, because like it doesn't. There's some other, like you might get some sassy guys or something or whatever. It'll be like sassafras or whatever. Don't do sass. Okay. Yeah, cool. Sweet. Yeah, Gran Turismo, man. I started I was just playing Gran Turismo 5 again because it's such a good freaking game. Oh my god, how old is that game? It runs really well on my system though. And here's Antonio Ramirez's new truck build, and I think he's going to be putting it on a different chassis. Yeah, he says he's going to use a different chassis for this one, but the print was actually quite nice. Seth Schuler, he's been, I mean, another dude like after my own heart, man, with his freaking cage builds. Like, you know, these are, I think, 1/48 scale or like model scale. I don't think these are like 10 scale by any means, and I think they're pretty much models. Like, I don't think he's making RCs with them, but yeah, no, that's super awesome. Like, I freaking love those kinds of builds. Jay Thomas, if you guys actually go to Facebook and check out Jay Thomas's build, there's a video showing this thing. He is custom building his own hopper. So this is a lowrider that he's building, the full chassis ground up build. You can see even his differential housing has been designed by him, and it's sick. And you can see the direct drive. There, I don't know. He's probably not going to have to scale down the ratios too much. I don't know. But how sick is that? Like, was it cutlets? I don't know my domestics well enough to know what this is, but it looks freaking mean, and it looks like someone's either going to get groceries with this thing, and can't see because the damn engine's in the way, or this thing's going to be like a fire hopper with like some cool pinstriping and stuff. I don't know. Here's RC Garage has this wicked police Chapland police cruiser that he's been kind of working on, and it's super sick. We're probably going to see more of that on Instagram when I can actually get on Instagram. But also great place for photos. Man, that looks great. Like with the shipping containers in the background, it's just pure fire. This is how you take photos of RC cars, by the way, guys. If you want to take a note from RC Garage, you definitely need to. You got to go as low as you can with that camera. That camera's got to be almost on the ground, and that's how you're going to get the best photos. Nothing worse than like 3 feet up. Nobody's looking at the background to see like what's muddying the composition, you know. Just got to like scan everything, make sure it looks good, you know. It doesn't take much, but the people that do it, man, wow, does it ever sing? Does it ever sing? All right, I'm just gonna get onto Instagram and I'll find Sass. Not Sass. Oh man. Yeah, man, not Sass. Scale is shit. As shit. Scale as shit. It's 8,700 posts, man. It's a lot. Now if it would let me get there, top posts, most recent. Okay, cool. All right, hopefully this is like showing everybody's, because like some people don't, it just doesn't show up for some people. Some people's don't show up for me, and that's freaking sucks. Anyway, Slide Theory, man, basically built a scale. What's it called? A water wheel. Why am I blanking on it? How often do we think about these? A water mill. It's a mill. It's a mill. God, it's a mill. Anyway, that's cool. That's cool, brother. That looks. Oh my God, is it a whole town? Did you just make a whole town in 10 scale? I'm assuming this is like on the side of the road, and you just brought your RC car there. Found this cool little scale town. Okay, of course. You gotta read the damn thing, and you'll figure it all out. Yeah, no, I'm with you, 713-8529. I'm with you on that, but like it wasn't like a rude amount. Like it didn't affect the image too much, I think. Anyway, let's keep moving. All right, let's see here. TJRC shit, man, that thing looks pretty fire too. Holy crap. Loving the best bud. Man, that's so funny. This looks so good. Yes. Also, look at the Arma and like. There's some cool stuff in the background too. The body's there. You can tell he's got some cool stuff. And it also looks like you just brought all these rocks into your basement, which is sick too, because I bet you it's nice and cool down there. All right, let's keep moving. Yes, Aldres, man, always making the like most post-apocalyptic flare RC builds ever, and they're sick because they always have like some kind of gun mounted and like mesh windows and stuff, and like there's just something like so gritty about it that that is just like abstract in this like very interesting way. Now, like, I mean, it's no one's doing builds like this, and that kind of makes them super cool on top of just being cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, super cool. I'm into it. Fuddy Muckers scale crawlers. Also sick. Looks like you're at oh yeah, you're at the Funduro. Okay. Yeah. I think I've seen some videos of this. I thought this is Axel Fest though, isn't it? No, Axial Fest? No, it's not. Interesting anyway. Wait, were there more photos there? Yeah. Cool. Cool. All right, super cool. Oh yeah. You know you're ripping them when it's that muddy. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Vanilla Drift has this like kind of random DeLorean build that I'm kind of like, and like I can't wait to see like where it goes from here, you know, because I think it's pretty fire. And then he did like a whole styrene engine in the back that's like pretty cool too, like crazy V8 turbo. Good work, Vanilla Drift. I like it. Am I following you, buddy? Stupid. Why am I not following you? Let's see here. Scale modified RC. Yeah, that looks cool too. I should follow that guy too, man. That guy's always using my hashtag. All right, let's see here. Monster Parts. Yes, Monster Parts has cool headers for his monster trucks. They're super cool. These headers I designed for Team Losi Racing. Nice. LMT monster truck are really holding up. Nice. Now that I've done the testing, stronger versions will be up on my Shapeways store. Nice. Yeah, so if you guys are looking for some wicked headers for your LMT, like your Losi monster truck, then definitely hit him up, because like look how sick those are. You know, just a little bit of silver freaking paint and like some like Sharpie black that you just like rub into the cracks. Oh, that would look so good. So good. Okay, cool. Let's keep moving. Pocket Rocket 64. That's a sick photo. Also, I'm pretty sure these are like, what is this? Yeah, WL Toys. So these are like on the edge of hobby grade. They are the most budget friendly, probably RCs. And you kind of get like, I mean, if you're gonna buy something for your like niece, your nephew or something, he's like 7 or whatever, this is a good way to go, because like it's not super expensive. Or if you're not on a budget, if you're like on a budget and like you want a sick car, like I mean, these things I've heard nothing but good things. Actually, 10 Scale Garage does a lot of videos kind of testing these out. So if you guys want to see what they're capable of, definitely check out 10 Scale Garage. He definitely reviewed a bunch of them, and obviously this is like this is custom paint. Yeah, it is definitely custom paint. Great paint job, buddy. Fudge, great paint job. That looks good. Ooh, I love the rims too, man. God, it looks cool, man. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, I would freaking rock those. Why not? High roller decorations, sick. Your freaking Baja bugs, man. Oh man, look at. Oh yeah. Yeah. Does that tell me that is that what comes with the Tamiya kit, where it's like so nice like that? Ooh, come on, man. Injection molded clear plastic, like, yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's cool. That looks good. Russell RC, that's a sick photo. Look how awesome that is. Everything about this photo is fire. Good job, Russell. That looks great. Scale Modified RC is running his like vintage Tamiya Grasshopper. These things are sick. Like, man, it just kind of reminds me of simpler RC times, man. Just simpler RC times. Like, do you think that thing's got a mechanical ESC in there? Probably, right? Probably. I don't know. Right? So badass. Total Ben knows, man. For sure. So good. Oh, yeah, RC Voodoo, man. What's up, buddy? Hope you're having a good Tuesday, man. We're just looking at SAS right now. 2JZ5280. Am I not following you? I'll follow you. This is sick. The cage is fire. You can see this is all styrene made, right? So this is all done by hand. And it looks really good. And you can see that he's got like a kit on the front that's held together by a magnet here. So you can see like even the hood. Oh, no. He's just holding it down. All right. But yeah, that looks pretty freaking fire. Good work. Gear Guy, man. Gear Guy's always making cool stuff. I mean, you can see he's always making like the stock rims. And he's always pumping out cool stuff. So it's awesome to see. Mundo RC94 on board with Mundo, man. We're on board with Mundo. Sick track, man. Holy crap, sick track. Where is this? Do you think they just like set up on weekends or something? Is this some kind of like car meet? I don't know, but man. Yeah, this is why we drift, man. This is pure fire. It's funny because I keep having these like flashbacks of like just my eyes watering because I didn't blink enough. But yeah, that looks great. That looks super great. Ooh, is that someone's head? What is that? Is that Godzilla? Godzilla! What's going on there? Who's that? Is that like a monster? Bro, is that like a lizard? I don't know what that is, but it's scaring me. It's scaring me. Let's see here. Another RC Insta. Yeah, I guess another RC Insta, man. Sure. Yeah, okay, we're gonna keep moving. Keep moving. Wait, are there more? Oh, looks pretty good. I don't know. It's Christmas with Drift 832. What are you doing? If you're not following Drift 832, definitely check him out. Dude's got some serious builds. Like, I mean, look at all the RX-7s. Fire. pure fire. Josh Geeg. That's yeah, I think I saw this on Facebook. Like the paint work on this thing is just like next level. It's very good. It's very good. And like, look how meticulous this guy was at spacing out his body kit screws. Like this is the sign of a true artiste, man. Look at the chrome Gretty intercooler, and even the like spray paint fade on the R and Gretty. God damn it. Oh. Wait, who, what? Slade, what are you talking about? Last video he ever filmed? Did somebody pass? Let me know, Slade. Somebody pass? Let me know, man, because that would be sad. That would be sad. Yeah, but look at the freaking Josh, man. Oh, Josh. God damn it. Oh, it was a joke. Okay. Whew. I know, because somebody passed like recently in the group, like in the group of the RC group and the drift group, and like, ugh. So it's like hard to, you know, I'm going to swallow my words. Whatever. This is crazy. That's crazy. Look at this freaking thing, man. God, even how like the muted, like understated rear bumper. Oh, God, look at the poke and everything. Oof. Come on. This guy just makes me not want to do RC anymore. Is that bad? Aldrez, man, with his freaking ripsaw in the water. That looks pretty fun, man. God damn it, that looks great, dude. I hope that thing's waterproof. I'm sure it is. These things aren't that expensive either, right? Let's see what Monster Parts was saying. He was asking too. Got them on Banggood. Oh, didn't know it was two, but they look like they are. Aldrez, man, just freaking, let's go for a swim. That's super sick. Okay, stick to this. Kind of looks like, kind of like Adam LZ's BMW a little bit. I mean, kind of. It's same kind of loud feel to it. I like it. Let's see here, drift spec. Yeah, these things are fire too, man. These guys know how to freaking build stuff. Yeah, man. Good Lord. Keep moving. Keep moving. Gear guy, man. Oh, Camaro, right? Camaro. Come on, dude. That looks good. Trans Am. Son of a bitch. I don't know my cars. How do I not know my cars that well? Man, we're gonna keep that a secret. Don't tell anybody. All right, Scale Science Drift King 303. Yeah, getting there. Getting there, man. I can't wait for you to just like peel off that protective film, man, because like that thing's gonna look so good when you do. RC Garage. Maybe these are the images that he wants us to show. The Dr. Pepper scale, just the dashboard, like the whole interior is so perfect. Good job. Oh, here's Jipper. So Jipper, we were talking about Jipper. Here you can see his setup. He's actually set up like a pan on his head, right? So he can get the camera to pan around, which is pretty crazy and kind of awesome at the same time. Yeah, I always worry about somebody just coming up and like just smacking me in the nuts, you know, when I'm FPVing. Like you're just like standing there FPV and someone just like wild, like run like right in the nuts. That's gonna happen to me one day. Is that bad? I like nightmares. FPV nightmares of getting nutted. Yeah, what is it? Huge Monster 79. Yeah, dude, man, the video is like quite potato, but it kind of has like a cool rusty feel to it, so I'm cool with it. But very much a potato cam. Oh, and there's me. Let's see here. What else we got? Rubicon. This thing looks cool. Aldrez, man. That looks pretty fire. Look how heavy it is too. The tires are like, just like, you know, awesome. That looks so good. Right? With the large drink. I'm surprised it even fit in the cup holder. Okay, we're gonna keep moving. Yeah, that's another fire picture. And also the roots are very scale, so that looks really great. I mean, the leaves, like we were saying, the leaves might be a bit weird, but I don't know. It looks good to me. I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh, cool. Nice. Somebody with their MK5, Volkswagen GTI, Golf. Could be a Golf. Could be Rabbit too if you're in Canada. Doubt it though. You got that Cube. Oh, it's cool. I didn't know they made a freaking Lexan Cube body or whatever. They're called cubes, right? I think. RC Voodoo, man, that looks fire. Love the shovel on the side with the pick. Everything about this is so army in like the best way possible. The canvas seats and everything. Dude, that looks good. That looks good. The LED wheel. Some people, it's not 3D printed. That's got to be Tamiya, right? Or like some kind, or RC 4-wheel drive. Oh no, a few little adjustments. Oh, okay, right. So he made like a liftable bed, which with the cool hinges, man, that looks really great. I'm gonna definitely follow this dude. Russell RC with his Yeti. No, with his Baja Ray. Yeah, man. Love the Baja Ray. All right, we're gonna keep moving. Jipper, man. Oh, this is Jipper setting up his controller. So check out Jipper did. You can, I mean, you could do these with the Fry Skies, and now I'm assuming you can do them with. We could do this with like another crappy radio that that is modifiable. So you can add. Here you can see he added some kind of like. Oh man, it almost looks like there's a Wi-Fi chip on this thing. Arduino. And he's like adding all of these extra buttons and channels. So you can see there's a button there, switch. You know, kind of cool. I bet you he just made this into like a 6 or 7 channel out of a 4-channel radio. And it's a radio link. I have one of these radio links. I should probably do some research about this and see what can be done and adjusted to make it awesome. Maybe he didn't add channels. Maybe he just added buttons. I don't know. I'll ask him. Maybe I should just read that. I'm lazy. All right, let's keep moving. Jipper, man. Yeah, we saw this. Scale modified RC. What's happening there? Oh, tunnels. Cool. Bridges. Cool. Scale radio tower with the lights. Dude, scale modified RC, dude. That's cool. Slide theory. I think we've made it. Oh, cool. Mundo, man. Mundo, what are you doing to me? Showing me all this wicked stuff. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, cool. What is this? Built this last year. Finally got a chance to run it. Cool, man. Made his own sort of like short course truck, solid rear wheel axle. This might be one of those axials, right? That's like converted. I don't know. To like independent front. Not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna kill the stream because like I'm getting tired. Dude's like you can see it in my face. I'm getting tired, and we still got 30 people watching. Thanks a lot for coming and hanging out on Talking Tuesday. I think I think we're gonna kill it. I'm sorry if I missed any of the scale. Oh god. Scale is shit. Hashtags 7-channel. I use it for my semi-truck. Okay, wicked. Nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's the dude that passed. Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah, this is the guy that passed, man. Yeah, I saw it on like a bunch of major. Yeah, man, rest in peace, man, for sure. Anyway, thanks a lot, dudes, for coming and hanging out and hanging on Tall Can Tuesday. I hope it was a good episode. I feel like it was a good episode. We did a whole bunch of awesomeness. We were like playing around with Cletus. If you guys are just tuning in now, you know, you could go back and check out the episode. We were looking at some really cool motorsports happening in the last couple of months. The Porsche, that freaking awesome Subaru with the active aero, which is super cool. The McMartree Sperling electric vehicle with the fan that sucks it to the ground. Oh my god. The Huna Pegasus, which we are going to be building. You can see the body for the 5th scale right there. The chassis is just kind of hanging there. Right beside Skid the Kid and beside the MCD XR5. And then, of course, we got the RS200 build that's happening. Thanks a lot for the feedback on the RS200. It's great to just sort of like bounce ideas off of people. And, you know, I can get RC Racing Legends telling me not to be stupid. And of course, sometimes you need somebody to say that. I know that's obviously not what he said, but like, that's what I think. Translated by kpopRC is like, maybe there's a simpler way. Definitely is. Let's make that happen. And cheers to beers, bros. I am tired. I'm beat. It's been a long day for me because I worked and then you know, so it's been a tough one. Please be patient. There's videos coming on the channel. I just got to kind of figure out what makes the most sense to make right now. And yeah, and then oh yes, of course, 713 Ace 29. Thank you so much for reminding me. If you guys are around tomorrow, come and hang out on Harley Designs YouTube channel, or come and hang out on Scale Builders Guild channel as well. I believe they do kind of a cross stream where it's on both their channels. It's the same stream, so come and hang out. And we'll see what happens, man, because like I don't even know really what to expect other than hanging out with a bunch of legends in the RC YouTube game. But yeah, man. Cheers to beers, guys. And I think we're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if I don't see you guys tomorrow, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Cheers to beers, bros. Hopefully more beers next Tuesday. Ugh, I'm so beat. Cheers to beers, guys. Ben, on Instagram, all you gotta do is hashtag scale as shit, SHIT, and shout you out.